Fellas, any idea what Marcus may be saying? That I just came out of a Philly street fight. I don't know. Is that like
not a clue?
Is that reference to like my hair?
It has something to do with the local news or whatever.
Let me know, Marcus. Maybe it's just me. I'm just not swift enough. What's up, Ian? Good to see you, man. Oh, early tonight. What's up? Well, what's up, Karen? Good to see you too. Hello, hello. Says hi to you guys as well. Hi to everybody. Lovely to see you. Jeff Wedding, greetings to you. Nick's at WrestleMania. Is there a WrestleMania tonight? So normal 3 or 4 hour show tonight. Yeah, I don't know what that has. I don't know with what my channel's 3 hour or 4 hour shows have to do with him being at WrestleMania, or what him being at WrestleMania, how it affects the length of my show. I don't know. What's up, Larry? We got one Wong. Where's the next Wong? We're waiting for Shaggy. Let's see if Shaggy's gonna come in. Hey, Jason. What's up, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see everybody, of course. John Brown, as always. Greetings to you. And hello, Tom McDonald from Chicago. Let's see if the other Tom shows up. Then we'll have maybe two Wongs plus 2 Toms from Chicago. That would be pretty awesome. And there you go, Vivian, welcoming you. And hi, Mike and Ruben. Hello, 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 hello. All the hellos. Alex Garcia, what's up? Good to see you. Anyone win anything today? Well, we'll see if your fellow friends in the chat answer that question. We here in the studio will answer that in a second. Just as soon as I catch up here. Hard day at the auction. Couple of pieces in 3 days. Well, you're always like that, though, Tom. You tell us that you won something, but you don't bother to tell us what it was. What's up, Eternals? Good to see you. Just saw you on Friday at Nikki B's. Good to see you again. Lovely to have you, as always. The auction was a street fight, was it? I don't know. For some of us, I guess it's sounding like it. Mike is avoiding the camera. Is he really? Look at him. His face is like prominently pointing at the camera. I don't know what you mean.
It's too close. And out.
More references to WrestleMania as the show goes on. So that was a WrestleMania reference. Okay, so the WrestleMania is happening in Philly. I guess that's what you're trying to say. Okay. Karen bid on one big piece, but came up the underbidder. You know what, Karen? I was following. I had like 260 lots tracked, and I was looking at them, and I came across a Kirby one, and I don't know why, but for some reason, I was tracking the Kirby one, and I thought, I wonder if Karen would be interested in bidding on this. I don't know, but it ended up being like a 5-figure panel page, Thor. So yeah, tough luck. A lot of people came up empty, so you're not the only one. Step into a Slim Jim. One Wong, don't make a white. That's right. 2 Wongs, sure, but can we muster up a couple of Shaggies? We're waiting for Shaggy. We're waiting for one Shaggy to come in. 2 Wongs done. Jesus, what is up? Good to see you. There's 3 pieces coming up. Oh, in the auction. Oh, you lost out today, but you got 3 to bid on Wednesday. Got you. Dan, what's up, Mr. Evan? Oh my God, it was me. What was you? I don't understand. Again, over my head again. No, not Thor. Okay. Don't know what you mean by it was me, but okay. So yeah, guys. Mike, my official co-host, Mike. Did you bother?
It's official now.
First of all, were you tracking? You were tracking? I'm sure you were tracking stuff.
Me?
On Heritage, yeah.
No.
Oh, you weren't even
tracking? I don't use
her. Oh, true. So obviously you didn't bid anything. Okay. Mickey, I know you bid on stuff. How many things would you estimate you bid on?
I bid on about 12 things.
Okay. It's not a ton, but yeah, like when you're trying to, like, were you seriously were they the kinds of bids that you could honestly say stood a chance to win every piece?
Probably about 3 or 4 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, a couple of them I bid, and then the bidding quickly got away from me, so
I
I gave
got
up right away.
story of a lot of our lives, I think. Different Kirby piece. Okay, well, I wasn't too far off, Karen. What's up? There's the other Tom. 2 Toms from Chicago. We just need Shaggy to come in, and we got 2 Wongs don't make a white plus 2 Toms from Chicago. Come on, Shaggy, we're waiting for you. When one Thor closes, another Wong opens. Really wanting some burn pages or commissions. Is that what it is? But wasn't none this weekend except the 30 grand piece. So what are you gonna do, man? So in the end, Mickey, you bid on about a dozen, and you won any or no?
Yeah, I won a couple.
Won a couple. You want to reveal or you want to keep it to yourself?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say I won the Fernando Pasarin Green Lantern cover.
Fernando Pasarin, yes, Green Lantern cover.
And then I won the
good bang for your buck. I just want to put out there because we talk about that a lot on the show, right? Good bang for your buck. Mickey just picked up a nice Green Lantern cover, contemporary, not vintage, but contemporary, but less than $1,000, right? Less.
No, it actually was with the
juice just over 1,000.
The juice was 1,020.
Yeah, like a grand, whatever, right? Like a grand. You know, you can't get too many covers for a grand nowadays from big name characters, Marvel or DC, really, right? So I think that's
I thought it was a good bang for the buck.
Yeah, for sure. And look at that. Tom was one of the underbidders. He bid on the Fernando Pasarin Green Lantern cover.
Sorry, Tom.
Oh, what are you gonna do? Jeff, 5 bid on, 2 seriously, no wins. Sorry you struck out, dude. Sorry you struck out. But yeah, it's getting harder and harder. Look at that, Gil. What's up? Hello. What's up? What's up with you, man? Good to see you. Fortunately, I lost tonight, but I was the under. A lot of people claiming that they've been the underbidder tonight. So what are you going to do? I was the underbidder on the Infinite Crisis page featuring Superboy fighting Superboy. So Superboy Prime Evil trying to kill Connor, my Superboy, the Tom Grummett Superboy, as I call him. I was the underbidder on that. And I was like, come on, man. Jeez, like, everything, like, it went for over $4 grand, you know, and it's like, come on, really? Over $4 grand? I still can't win something like that? Like, I don't know. It's just frustrating, you know? It just, even when you think you're spending good money, you're like, you're still not in the ballpark, really? Like, what's, you know? Yeah, it gets frustrating. Yeah, what are you gonna do, though, you know? Superboy on Superboy Prime, such a shame. Yeah, exactly. Yes, the Jimenez. Yes, it was a nice page. Yeah, for sure. That's why I wanted it. I thought, and by the way, that's the issue. That's the issue where Superboy Prime ends up killing Connor, Superboy Connell, later in that issue, unless I'm mistaken. But I believe that's later in that same issue. He ends up killing him. Yeah. So whatever. That would have been nice, but what are you gonna do? So Dan says he tracked 12, was disciplined this year and didn't bid. Track 12 without bidding. That's the way to be disciplined for sure. Rick says he got blown out of the water on the Toddle bin. Love that page. Love it. In fact, we'll share it with everybody tonight. But yeah, blown out of the water. It did not go cheap, you know. Yeah, got a bit higher. What's up, Derek? What's up? That's right. What's right? Who are you talking to? That page was crazy, Rick. Yeah, that was an awesome page, though. From one of the best Alan Moore storylines ever. Oh, no, not the best storyline, but from the best Alan Moore written comic book ever, in my opinion. Way better than Watchmen for me. Sorry to all the Watchmen lovers out there. Sorry, you cut a bid last minute. Outbid at Turner Soups page. Yeah, that was one expensive, too. Fair warning. Big goal at Heroes this year, bringing a few major comics to trade for Byrne Adams. It's hard to trade comics for art, though. Hey, what's up, Caesar? Good to see you, man. 20 items. Okay, bid on only 2. Wow. Decent bids, but not expecting to win. And I won one. That's fun, right, Mickey? Like, that's pretty fun. When you're bidding not expecting to win, but you still win. Like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was cool. What did you win, Caesar?
Yes, Caesar, let us know what it was. That's what we really want to know. Oh, Derek with the Superboy death. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Lot closing. In Infinite Crisis. What do you mean? Isn't that what I said? Are you making fun? Did I make a mistake in how I said it? I thought I said Infinite Crisis. I thought I said. I hope I said it right, and I hope you're not making fun of what I said. Okay, anyways, you're clearly making fun of me one way or another. Fair warning, lot closing, and Karen, they didn't close fast enough. Yeah, sometimes they don't. But how is the comic art market? We're not going to start talking about that. The comic art market is very robust, I would say. 30 some of the last I checked, it was close to $30 million worth of art sold. So tens of millions, as it always is at every auction. Yeah, I would say that's pretty robust. And the market is all over the place. I don't know quite what you mean by that, Gil. I know on some pieces, I saw some pieces, I was like, oh, look at that. And I checked out in my archives on my computer, and I was like, oh, look, it went for lower than it sold for 4 years ago, you know? So that stuff keeps happening. I keep seeing pieces like that, but a lot of them keep making records as well. So it's a healthy market. Let's just say that. When this much money is being spent, it's healthy. So Caesar 1-1 only has 21 packages to open. For next year, he's saving them up so he can do another show and tell of his unboxing, a whole unboxing show all over again for a year from now. We'll make it an annual thing. Are we going to discuss the Advance Us auctioneer? I'm not going to. What happened? Mickey just freaks out. I'm not going to, Derek, because I didn't watch any of the live stuff. Yeah, didn't watch any live stuff, so I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, so I'm not in on it. I like her. Advance Us. Yeah. You guys are gonna have to just kind of tell the tale because I know nothing about that. Congrats, Caesar. I had that one for a while. Oh, what did he say? Oh, sorry. Oh, you got that? Wow, that wasn't cheap. Holy shit. The Warlord double page splash. I mean, that was nice. That was definitely nice. But wow, big money there. Congrats to you, man. Like I bow down to you. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a beauty. Holy crap. I mean, I knew you'd be interested. I didn't think that you'd be willing to spend the kind of money that it takes to get that kind of Warlord stuff, you know. But that's awesome, man. Good for you. Congrats, big time. Yeah, that's why Caesar was so excited. Oh, you owned it for a while, Rick. Wow, that's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah. And the auctioneer was treating you like she's a mommy. Oh, okay. Many pieces broke their own records and some dipped. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Gil. You know, that's enough proof to sort of say that, yeah, things are healthy, you know. And wants us to hold our hand and encourage us to take the next step like we're toddlers. Yeah. That's why I didn't watch, though. That's part of the reason I didn't watch. I don't like it. They take too long. The live auctions take too long. And yeah, listening to them, it just drags it on. It just frustrates me. So that's why I'd rather not listen to them. Caesar is loaded. Apparently so. Good. Some of us are doing well, and some of us are doing better than others. She ended Friday's session. Okay. Congrats on the Warlord DPS. Absolutely. Yeah, great page, Caesar. Okay. All right. Well, everybody, let me quickly. Look at that. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate it. Of course, as always, I was told you wouldn't be here because you were supposed to be going to WrestleMania. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if they're lying to me. I don't know if it's true or what's going on with that. But yes, please, everybody, if you don't mind, as you can see in the little message that is scrolling right here, please help grow our hobby by clicking the thumbs. It scrolls pretty slowly. Thumbs up icon and leave a comment when you're done watching. Our hobby thanks you. Yes. So I wanted to let you guys do my usual here. Let me do a couple of promos for everybody. And yeah, and then we can get into the show because we got a lot of art to show you guys. Okay, so he's not currently with us at the moment, but Carl put out another video, and let me give you guys from Carl's collection. And so let me give you that link. So for those of you who like Carl's videos, that's a direct link to the latest one that he has put up. Caesar says that he has 5 unopened packages and he had 6, but opened 1 today. Nice. He's saving them up. You got plenty of time until December, man. And look at that, everybody. Ron Shepard is here. Ron is going to be my guest finally after a little over a year since I first asked him to come on. I got him. Ron's going to be my guest for Show and Tell next Sunday, everybody. So I hope to see you all back here. And those of you who don't know Ron, he specializes in unpublished art, sketch covers, commissions, and the like. And a lot of us know him. I met him through the chat at Nikki B's show, where he was one of the funniest chatters. So I think that promises our Show and Tell to be funny as well. So knock on wood, Ron. Let's see. Carl's on fire. He is. And I'm glad that you're watching his content, CJ. So thank you for that. You guys okay? Talk amongst yourselves. There you go, Nick. Exactly. Finally getting him on one of our channels. That's cool. Definitely can't go wrong with the grill sauce for sure. You're looking forward to it. Thank you so much, Ron. So am I. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So can't wait. And what else is happening? Okay. Hey, Nick. Okay. A lot of comments coming in. Sorry, everybody. Let me go and do the next promo for another friend's channel. And for that, those of you who like, and there's a lot of you who like Matt Kennedy when he has been in the studio with us here on a few occasions. He's really well spoken. I love what he usually has to say. Whether I agree with him or not, I usually do, but sometimes don't, and that's cool. That's what makes it interesting. Matt Kennedy produced 2 great videos this week. For those of you who may be on top of what's been happening with the Ed Piskor suicide, Matt did a great 52-minute video on his feelings about that. Very, very heartfelt. I don't want to say too much, but it was really amazing. Really worth the viewing. I watched the whole thing, listened to the whole thing, and that was great. I don't have a direct link to that one, but after that, he came out with one that another 50-some-odd minute video, and I'm putting the link to that. And while you're there, you can look for the Ed Piskor video. This one I'm putting the link to. This is an educational video on a topic that I love, that I brought up here on my shows on multiple occasions, but which we've only touched upon briefly. And that's the topic of planning, estate planning, you know, what do you do with your collectibles? So for those of you who maybe don't feel comfortable thinking about your mortality or anything like that, but know that it's important to make a plan for your collectibles for the day that you aren't here anymore, you should definitely check this out. I just put it in right now. That's a great video, full of great information on, if you've never given it much thought, right, as to what to do, planning for your eventual demise and what happens to the artwork or whatever collectibles you may have. Just like I said, almost an hour's worth of fantastic info on that one topic. So check that out. And like I said, if you're interested in what the whole thing about, you know, what Matt's thoughts are on the whole Ed Piskor suicide situation, while you're there, look for that video as well. It's amazing. Both of them are fantastic. So great views, both of them this week. And what else? We have one more. I think I have one more. Let me see. So Matt, that's it for now, except of course for the one and only Nikki B. And of course, everybody, those of you who are usually here already would know, should know. And if you don't know, shame on you. But Nick's show, the original art experience, is on every Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. It is a combination art claim show with usually affordable art, sometimes higher end art, in combination with being a talk show as well. So a lot of fun. Great way to spend a Friday evening or Friday afternoon for those of you on the West Coast. And a lot of us that are here are also hanging out there in that chat every week. So please do check that out. And in order to see this specific Friday show, let me put this link in. You're very welcome, Nick. Just put a direct link for those of you who are not subscribed. And you can click that link. And if you don't want to subscribe, at least click the link and bookmark it, perhaps. All right, so check that out. And yeah, so that's going to be, I'm sure, another fun Friday this coming Friday. All right. I believe that is all the promos I have this week. Karen, again, this week, no show, no video. I'm hoping that you have it done maybe this week. So we'll see. That's it. So I believe that's it, everyone. And now I guess I'll just tell everybody watching, listening. So what we're doing tonight, for those of you, in the process of editing your next video right now and hope to get it out later this week. There we go. All right, excellent. Looking forward to that, as I'm sure the 1,500 plus other subscribers that you have are also looking forward to it. Good evening to you, Sunny. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. So what I was saying, guys and gals, is that tonight, as you saw here earlier at the beginning of the show, tonight's show and tell is not focused on any given collector. It features our auction attractions. And what that is, to put it simply, is just a bunch of art that Mickey, Mike, and I all together individually selected 10 pieces each for a total of 30 from this weekend's auction. We also have selected extras beyond that, just in case, because this is the first time we've done a show like this. So I have no idea, being that it's not our artwork that we own. The theory that I came up with was that we probably wouldn't talk about each piece as much, right? Because we're not quite as passionate because we don't own the art. So that going with that theory, I figured we'd probably talk less, which would mean we'd have more time to show more pieces than the usual 20-piece show and tell. So we selected 30, but even beyond that, we have another dozen. So we'll see how it goes, and depending on how the time goes, we'll see at least 30 pieces tonight, and maybe as many as 42. All right. The other thing I just want to mention, for those of you who do not read descriptions, like I always write down below, what we're going to do tonight is, it's really just, like I said, show and tell. We'll talk about a little bit about, what we like about these pieces. We're picking them. We picked them because we like them. Mickey and Mike both picked stuff that, was of interest to them. I, as I always do, made picks that I figured would be, of interest to as broad a segment of the viewership as possible. Of course, I like them all, but my list would certainly have been different if I was picking only strictly for my own tastes, So there you go. And Yeah, so it's about the art. It's not your typical show like some of the other channels do, where we're going to talk about, oh, look how much it sold for. What do you think, guys? Did it sell for too much, too little, or just right? That we're not doing any of that. In fact, we are going to be seeing the art off of the Heritage website. So there won't be any prices. If you guys in the chat want to talk amongst yourselves about the prices, that's, of course, you're welcome to. But that's not what our focus is. So, yeah, there you have it. So, with that being said, let me check the last couple of messages, and then we will get into the show and tell. Bye, Nick. Somebody's saying bye. You're leaving. Okay, bye, Nick. If you're leaving, have a good night and enjoy the WrestleMania if that is in fact what's happening tonight. Lyle Hobson, been a while. What is up? Good evening to you. And okay, I have something special planned for me. What do you mean? Special plan for you mean on your video? What are you talking about? No idea what you're talking about. Just don't embarrass me, okay? Next. Yeah. All right, we're getting there. Why not? The price is what the reaction should be. It's just not what we want. I just don't like it. I got bored of those shows years ago. Now, having said that, I'll make an exception. I'll say Jason Kim, on his channel, Comic Art Channel here on YouTube, he occasionally does Heritage reviews with Yo Curry, and they do it and talk about the prices or whatever and what they think about the prices. But at least they don't focus on, primarily, everything $30,000 to $700,000 that none of us can relate to. They for the most part tend to try to deal with lower price stuff, although that's all relative, of course. But also they try to do not the usual suspects like Silver and Bronze Age Marvel covers, the same old shit you see all the time. Yeah, so that's what we wanted to try to avoid, and that's why we're doing it this way, Marcus.
We may mention prices.
Yeah. It's not to say that we're gonna try to hard. We're trying hard to not talk about the price or mention whatever. We may mention it. I'm just saying
it's not the focus.
Yeah, and you're not going to see them because we're not doing this through the Heritage website. All right, I'm showing it through a picture viewer. That's how we'll be showing the artwork. So that's it. So that's all I'm saying. But yeah, you guys want to talk about the prices? Yeah, that's fine. But like I said, we may or may not talk about it, but we're not focusing on it. Yeah, sorry, Mike. Yeah, go ahead.
The other thing too is we picked these pieces before the auctions ended, so we didn't know what the final price was going to be when we were making our choices. We just chose them based on our own criteria.
Yeah. Good point, Mike. Thank you. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I these guys, Mickey gave me his picks like a couple of days ago. Mike gave me his picks last night. And I did my picks also a few days ago. So I don't know what, I'll tell you guys, we discussed it together. And what we did say is we were like, okay, what do you guys think? We try our best to pick stuff, focus on picking stuff that we like, that we think will sell for like $10,000 or less. So I can tell you that that's what we discussed, and we did agree to try to do that. Although there will be some exceptions. There's a piece I picked that I knew would go way over 10 just because I love it. I just wanted to show it to you guys. But there's pieces I thought would sell for $4 or $5 or $6 grand, and then I just saw them sell today for like 12. So whatever. I don't know. That's why I don't really want to focus on the money aspect. I just want to focus on the art more than the money. And that's it. And so that's how we decided to do it. And yeah, so there you go, Larry. Art for art's sake. Exactly. Thank you very much. And so with that being said, everyone, let's see if I got this queued up. And one last thing to tell you all. I got to tell you all that So because of how we're doing tonight's show, have a great dinner. Bye. You'll feel like we'll probably be here when you finish dinner. Because of how we're doing tonight's show, right, where I'm going to be in a picture viewer, showing the images from a picture viewer. So that's in another tab. So I will be constantly in that tab. And unlike my usual slides that I make for show and tells, because it's a picture viewer, I'll be able to zoom in and out, which is nice. But because I'll be busy manipulating the zooming in and zooming out and stuff, that means I'll be in that tab of the picture viewer, which means I will not be seeing the comments. Okay, so if you guys want to say anything directed at me specifically, just know that Mike, the reason I called him my official co-host, is because he has control of my usual controls tonight. So he will do his best to keep up with you chatters. But you know, even when if he posts your comments and questions onto the screen, I still probably won't see them unless he tells me that people are saying certain things, because I'll be in that other picture viewer tab. Okay, so just so you guys know, if you guys really need to say something to me and I'm not responding, and Mike hasn't said anything, if he hasn't related the message to me, just post another message saying, Mike, you need to tell Ruben what I just told you. Okay, do that. All right. Okay, so with that being said, let us start the show and tell everyone. I will do that by starting the share screen function. And ironically, see, we both control it. Right now, I'm still here, so I can control it. Yeah. Let me see. So present, here we go. Okay, share screen. And all right, this should do it. Let me know if you guys are seeing this.
Looks good.
Yeah, looking good? Okay, cool. All
Looks
right.
good.
Excellent. So what we're going to do, everybody, for tonight, the way we're going to do it is we figure there's 3 of us. So we're just going to alternate back and forth. And we will start with my co-host, Mike. He will go first. And actually, just so you guys keep track here, I'll put them in the order that we're going to show pieces from. So Mike's on top, and then Mickey, and then myself as the host. I go last. And that's it. So we'll do this. And then, I'll zoom in and out so you guys get better views of the artwork as we all talk about the pieces. All right. So this is the first one. Well, and like I said, we'll take turns showing pieces to you guys. All right. So what did you like about this? Why did you pick this one, Mike?
So I picked this one. It just stood out to me. I'm a big fan of the Silvestri early 90s Wolverine with that.
Yeah. My first mistake. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, sorry. So, yeah, I know you're a big Sylvester fan. The big hair and stuff.
Yeah, it's just that non-functional hair and costume. Like if he's walking, those things on his boots or his knees.
Yeah, whatever they're called.
Those are going to be, they're clicking against each other as he's walking, not sneaking up. So that's the whole reason I picked it. Just that big, wild Silvestri style hair. And that's it. Okay.
That's cool. All right. So you don't know what it ultimately ended at? I think it went for like about $1,000, if I'm not mistaken. I think it went for about $1,000. In case anybody's wondering.
I said, I did all my picks last night. Everything I picked, I think the top piece might have been $1,000, but where it ended today, I have no idea.
Oh, okay. And I'm back. So I'm back in the chat. Look at this. I might be able to go in and out along with Mike. Look at that. Please don't show that Mark Schultz piece that for 30 seconds I thought I was going to win. Oh, my God. Mark. What's up, Mark? Been a while. Good to see you, buddy. Holy shit. I can't believe you actually were going for that one. Wow. I can't believe how much it went for. I didn't expect it. But anyways, we'll get to it. We'll talk about it when we get to it. Thanks, Larry. Larry says 1020. It went for 1020. Yeah, so about $1,000. So that's cheap. Definitely not Ilya's cup of tea, and that's good. I always say I love honesty. I love everybody on my channel to speak their minds. As long as you do it with politeness, that's fine. And it's not your cup of tea, that's cool. It's not mine either, just FYI. Yeah, not a fan of this artwork. I actually like the close-up in the second panel. So I do enjoy that, but yeah, not a big fan of the top image. But yeah, that piece is everything that was right and wrong about the 90s. Well said, Tom. So yeah, thank you, Mike. That's a decent first pick. Okay, so you ready for your first pick, Mickey? Are you frozen, Mickey? I think he might be frozen.
I think he might be.
Wow.
Look how he's all glitched out there.
Oh.
The Matrix got him.
Okay, well, this is it's not the first time that it happened. So hold on. Yeah, we'll see him pop back in, everyone. And yeah, we'll wait. If you wanted a reasonable Wolvie page since cartoon came out, this was it. No, that's true. And listen, I don't think it's the greatest art, but if you are looking for like a 90s period Wolverine, and it's basically a splash with 2 inset panels, it's great. And for $1,000, nowadays for Wolverine 1990, splash page, yeah. Even though it is not the greatest top shelf level artist, it's cheap. It's definitely I think worth the money. Anyways, in today's market, it seems to me. So
yeah,
that's
the hair in that top panel is worth the price of admission.
Yeah, the hair alone, right?
Just the hair.
That's funny. Everything okay with you there, Mickey? You're on mute, by the way, Mickey. You okay? Mickey, are you hearing us? Okay. Because we're not hearing you right now. Even though, oh no. Yeah, you're glitching. Yeah, I can see your mute is on at the moment. You're currently muted, but even when you unmuted, we weren't hearing you. Can you unmute? Sorry, man. See, look, you're unmuted, but we're not hearing you right now. Yeah, try to come back. See, I was able to read his lips on that one. Okay. So Mike, this is the first time that we've had to go through this. We've never done this before. Should we wait for him? Should we skip to his piece and talk about his piece for him?
Well, I don't want to do that. I mean,
I wouldn't want to do that either, but at the same time, we'll give him a chance. We'll give him one chance.
When you have those backgrounds on there, they eat up a lot of bandwidth, and unless your internet is strong or you're, hard lined in with a LAN cable, it's probably going to mess it up.
Oh, he's using one of those background thingies. Okay, yeah. I'll tell him. I'll tell him.
You didn't think that was his wallpaper, did you?
Huh?
I said you didn't think that was his wallpaper, did you?
To be honest, I didn't pay attention to what was in his background.
Yeah, he was using like an image as his background.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, when he comes back and he just tried to
focus on this bare-chested Wolverine here.
Marcus wants to skip, but he's the only one saying skip. Good, comfortably numb reference. Okay, so Mickey, not up and down if you hear me, Mickey, from the backstage area. Yes. Okay. See, I just saw you go mute though. Are you purpose? Okay, now you unmuted. Are you doing that on purpose? Well, I can't hear you from back there. Hold on.
Well, don't we need to?
Let me bring you in. Oh. Okay. Now, we're not hearing you. Listen to me. Listen to me for a second, Mickey. If you are not up and down, if you can hear me. Okay. Mike is telling me that because you're using one of those electronic, whatever you call it, screen background thingies, he says that tends to use a lot of the bandwidth, which it is true. And if you were, are you trying to say that that's real? Oh, what? Oh, it's your screen. Oh, you're just using a green screen. Oh, so how does that? Okay. But yeah, but you're going to have to try to deactivate the software that put the image up there. And maybe, yeah, that's hilarious. Mickey, can you hear me? Update your audio drivers. Yeah, but we were hearing him before, Mark. That's the thing. So would it really be the drivers that's the problem, giving the fact that for 35 minutes, at least 35 minutes, we were hearing him, no problem. Click F4.
Yeah, plus before the show.
Okay, well, tell him about the F4. Thanks, Ilya. No joy, Mickey. Okay, here he comes back. Hey, Mickey, click F4 on your keyboard.
Okay.
Does that help? No.
I heard him very low.
Huh?
Oh, you can hear me low?
Did you hear him very low? I think.
Oh, see, it's that thing that happened when we were backstage before we went live. We heard that
Right.
that we started having.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Excellent.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Let's do this.
Sorry for the whole.
Thanks, everybody, for your patience. I appreciate it. We always want to be fair to everybody. We're all friends here, too, right? So we don't want to skip ahead for that. Just so you know, Mickey, Marcus was the one and only guy who told us, yeah, just skip ahead. He wanted to shaft you.
Well, I was going to suggest you do that, too.
Well, we would have had to soon enough if you didn't finally get this figured out. But okay, excellent. All right, so let us go then to the next one, everybody, to Mickey's first pick, and that is this beauty. Look at this. Holy schmoly. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Come on.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Mark Schultz, and there were three covers in this auction. But I liked this more than any of the covers. And so I thought,
Me too.
Yeah, I thought maybe somebody would go off the covers and leave this one alone.
Right.
Unfortunately, that did not happen. A lot of people went after this piece. I just love the little pet dinosaur on her arm, like a falconer. And of course, she's drawn as lovely as Mark usually draws her. So,
oh, it's fantastic. Beautiful. Yeah. I love the texture in the hair and in her bathing suit, let's call it. Really, really nice. I mean, all the attention to detail, the fine brush work just here, these nice dry brush lines for under her fingers to create the shading there. It's all really, really nice. All the baby pterodactyl, if you want to call him, whatever we want to call him. Really beautiful stuff. I love this one too. And just so you know, I also thought the same strategy as you. I wasn't gonna bid, but I also thought, hey, maybe with all those covers, they'll leave this one alone, and you can sneak. Somebody might get a deal on it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, not.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, do we know the final price on it?
I think it was close to 30 grand or something.
Yeah, I think it was over 20.
Oh.
Yeah, 20 something.
Actually, 33 with the VIG.
23 with the VIG?
33.
Oh, 33.
Yeah.
30.
Wow. Yeah, that's wild, man. Yeah, but it's a beauty. So, yeah, great pick, man. Great selection. Okay, all right. So let us go to my first selection then. And let me see what we got here. So for me, we go to Dan Panosian. So this is an artist that I've said this on my channel before. I hated him. I hated his work when he first broke into the industry back in the 90s as an inker. And, you know, I can't be too hard on him. I hated most of the guys that were brand new guys that were breaking in as inkers back then. Just didn't really like the style of that period in general. But over the years, man, he really, really grew into a superlative artist, like just an absolutely fantastic illustrator. And yeah, he always blows my mind with the kind of stuff he does. What I really love about this Spider-Man noir piece is that I find it so cool that it's a nice mixture of what I would say like one part Will Eisner for obvious reasons up here, but then the cartoony-esque style here, it's like a pastiche of all the various different Mad Magazine artists that we all love. Well, those of us
That's what I was thinking. I couldn't remember the name.
Yeah, you know, Jack Davis and all of them. You know, it has a very much a feel of Mad Magazine cartooning. So yeah, just really, really love it. Like I said, I always love his work. So I thought, okay, why not? I want to put it in there. And there you go.
Yeah, of course, the Spider-Man noir lettering, the way he's done is reminiscent of the way Will Eisner used to do the Spirit covers.
Right, which is why that's the first name I mentioned, right? That's exactly. That's the top half is the very Will Eisner-esque portion, you know?
Right.
Yeah, very, very cool. So, and it's still, and yet still uniquely Panosian's own style, which is what I like, you know? So yeah, very, very nice. Right. Okay, cool.
Mickey Gordon, I'm sorry. Maki Poo Poo came in and he's got to take off.
Oh, okay. Catch you later then, Maki Poo Poo. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good evening. Thanks, Mike, for letting us know. And okay. And oh, I see one here. Dan says, interesting work. Oops. Dan, interesting work on the brick wall. Realistic glass broken in window. Yeah, top shelf choice. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, Dan. All righty. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the next choice. The next pick in tonight's show. A really, really big show. And that is...
Oh, my turn again. Right.
Your turn again, my friend. Your
Ruben's favorite piece.
I just want to. Okay, I'll just say this, Mike, and everybody listening. What Mike is making a reference to the fact that backstage before we went live, I told him, "Oh my God, I cannot believe you picked this piece. This thing is atrocious, but I don't want to get on live and start talking about it. So that's all I'm going to say. I'll let Mike say whatever he wants. It's his pick. Then go for it. I will zoom in to let everybody see. Okay. Go ahead, Mike.
I mean, it just caught my eye. It's not something that I would have bid on or bought, but it's just all the noodling and everything like that just looked very Darrow-esque.
Right.
And that's really the primary reason why I picked it. Just everything that's going on in it.
Right. Yeah.
And the artist's name was what? Jose Van Rip or something like that?
Yeah, Juan Jose Rip.
Yeah. Okay, Juan Jose Rip. Okay.
Yeah. Am I getting anybody giving me shit in the chat? Anybody giving me shit in the chat because of what I said? Because these guys love to bust my balls when I tell the truth, and it's not
they probably
positive.
Yeah.
They probably agree more with you than they do with me.
Oh, really? Oh, so you read some of their comments to me.
Gonna say.
I thought it was an interesting.
No,
pick.
I mean, yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
unique.
Exactly.
It's interesting. All right, it's interesting. I'll give you that. Yeah. Okay. At least the gun isn't melting. I see a lot of sound and fury signifying. Yay! Look at Karen. Look at that. Not my cup of tea either. I feel like I should explain why it's so terrible. Should I? Should I
No.
be? Should I?
No, I don't think you need to.
Entirely up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you need to.
Okay.
Just leave it there.
Okay, we'll leave it as is. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Well, what you all need to know is that Mike picked it because it reminded him of Jeff Darrow, and he likes Jeff Darrow, so there you go. And of course, I see the Jeff Darrow, obviously, you know, what you're talking about. But ... Let's leave it there. Okay, excellent. And yes, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Mark. But it's not just that.
Marcus likes it.
It's yeah, no, he doesn't. He's just trying to bust my ass. Trust me, he knows better. Rip knows his artistic voice. Yeah, whatever. Big W, whatever for you. Okay, let's go to the next one. And for that, we go back to Mickey's Choice. And for that, we go to Shang-Chi, The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, number 16 splash. Title and credit splash. Let's check this out.
The reason I picked this one is I'm a big Nebres fan.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I just love the composition on this page, the fact that he has all the major characters on the page. And I like the way, you know, he's got the woman center of the page that draws your attention in. You know, but it's just a classic Nebres page.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, I like that he like you said, has the woman centered with the dragon and whoever the guy on the right to her is, or our right, her left. You know, nicely balanced page, basically. You know, and, you know, you get a full figure master of kung fu as well.
Correct.
So that's pretty cool. I'm assuming that guy on the right is just a ninja, it's probably some random ninja. Shadow Thief, his name? Okay, Shadow Thief, I think it is. Okay. Yeah, let's look down.
Yeah, here. I don't remember the names of the characters anymore, but I did read this book way back when. And,
oh, wow. Really? Yeah. Back when it came out?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool that you remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
That's neat, because I think this is mid-70s, 1975, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Doug Mensch. He who did many great Batman stories. Yeah. Cool. Very nice page. Yeah, I really love that the woman and the dragon. That's my favorite part of it all. In fact, let's take a close look at just that. Yeah. That's really nice. Very cool. All right. Cool. From there, let us go to my next choice. And for that, I selected... Oh, you Star Wars nerds are going to love me now. Oh, baby. Look at all you Star Wars.
You're just playing to the audience.
Oh, you Star Wars geeks are going to love me. No. Listen. Yes, of course, I know that a lot of people love Star Wars, but like, I'm not a huge lover, but I do love the characters. I may not love, you know, following the stories and whatever all that much, but I still love, you know, Darth Vader and the visuals. The visuals are always fantastic. You know, great character designs and whatnot. Darth Vader is just a classic. And I mean, this is, you know what's cool about it? Because I love Tom Palmer. A lot of us love Tom Palmer's inks. Of course, he's very heavy-handed. Now, the nice thing about that is when he's inking over a penciler who you don't really like that much, it's great to have him being heavy-handed because then it covers up the penciler style, you know? But the reverse is also true that, you know, a heavy-handed inker is also going to bury, you know, pencilers that have very unique styles. And if you like the penciler style, then you're kind of upset because, well, you covered up the penciler style. So it can be both good and bad. But yeah, here it's Infantino, which is really practically impossible to know that it's Infantino. But yeah, I picked it because just the inks on Darth Vader in particular, I just find they're fabulous. Look at these images, you know.
Yeah, funny enough, Nebres has been accused of the same thing.
Yeah, sure.
Heavy-handed inker. Yeah.
Yes, he's very heavy-handed. Yeah, because his style is just very predominant. It's very dominant, whether he's penciling or inking. It's the same, you know? and it's just so unique. You can recognize it immediately, you know. So everybody, every other penciler ends up looking like Nebris when he inks them, you know. But yeah, so I just thought this would be a cool one to show. You know, this was reminiscent of the Al Williamson work that he did on Star Wars, which I love. I think that stuff is like the best Star Wars art in existence. This is not quite as good, but it's reminiscent of that type of inking. Yeah, and I just love it. I love Vader, and just thought the inks were beautiful. And I figured the crowd would appreciate it. So I haven't been able to see, but hopefully some positive comments came through.
Yeah.
Mike. Yeah. Good. Okay, good. Don't leave me hanging there. All right. All right. Okay, cool. So from me, we go back to Mike. And this next one is...
Now I'm getting nervous.
An interesting piece here with Rich Corbin, who I also love, by the way. There we go. From
Yeah,
Kate.
I mean, I love Corbin. And this is from his... I think it's Azzarello did the writing on this for a Cage story.
I believe so. Yeah.
Luke Cage story. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys. Spoiled it again.
You're giving away all the secrets.
All the secrets are gone, yeah. But yeah, Azzarello did that. Yeah, I never read it. I think this came out around the same time that he did that book Banner with the Hulk. I don't know. Mickey probably knows better than me.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't recall.
Yeah, I'm sure
okay.
Right before or right after, but
yeah,
this was pretty sure this was a Vertigo story, so of course I picked it up. Or
this is Marvel.
I pick up anything that
but this is Marvel. This is
it?
Luke Cage. Yeah, this is Luke Cage.
Then it probably wasn't a Vertigo story then.
Definitely wasn't Vertigo.
Oh, that's it. It was Marvel Max, which is
Marvel
Vertigo,
Max,
or Marvel's version of Vertigo.
That's right. Marvel Max. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Right.
Hey man, did you do something?
Anyway,
did you, Mike, did you do something? Because it's not allowing me to click any of the comments. I wanted to click comments while you're talking. Oh, and you just went.
Yeah.
You just went silent for a few seconds there.
Yeah. Here's my hands. I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, yeah, just great Corbin style, which is easily recognizable with all his little stippling on the characters.
Oh yeah. That's what I wanted to. I was hoping you would say that. I was waiting for you to say that, because that's what I was going to say. That's to me. The little stipling technique that he does, especially usually around the edges of the thicker, blacker areas, you know?
Right.
That's what he's known for. That's how everybody usually recognizes Corbin. It's such a distinctive part of his style. Let me see if I can let's do this. Right? It's like,
but all of his faces have a very unique look to them too.
Oh, no. Of course. It's not the only thing, of course. But for me, it's the thing that I just loved about it. Like when you look, it's all this little stuff, all the little stifling things on the edges of, you know, the larger, blacker areas, all this stuff here and here. You know, when you pull out, you could see it around the edges, and it's just nice. And of course, his figures, the way he structures the figure looks very, very unique and obviously his own, you know, very distinctive style. He always had, yeah. You can't not recognize Corbin once you've seen a page or two, you know.
And then there was 3 or 4 Corbin pages from this story, I believe, at least 2 from this story, but I just picked this one. It was the lowest price at the time. Again, I don't know what they ended up at. But yeah, it's a great page.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was a pretty good selection. And oh, great! Now I just noticed we have Mickey dropped out again.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Holy crap! Okay. The Larry Wong says the 2 strong chins. Yeah, they're chinning against each other. Mr. Red Jack, are you at work? The other was that beautiful Ken Kenny Ken Kelly Hannibal paperback cover. Put a bid down this morning, went to bed, and lost by 500. Wish I was awake for the live bidding on that piece. Sorry to hear that, Brian. But I can assure you, a lot of us here tonight lost out on the bidding, so on a lot of things. So I mean, you're not alone. You know, you're in good company as far as that goes. Still having trouble, Mickey? Here we go again. Can't hear you again. Can't hear you. If you wanna send a message to us, you can use the button on the right. There's a button on the right, the private chat. If you want to tell us stuff there. But yeah, Mickey, is it by any chance, are you able to maybe log in with another device? Like, cause I'm assuming that you're on like on some sort of you're using Wi-Fi. Are you using Wi-Fi? Just nod up and down for me. Yeah, you're using Wi-Fi, right? Any chance you'd be able to hook into a PC? Don't talk, because again, we can't hear you. Yes, he's on Wi-Fi. Yeah. No, you can hear us. That's the thing, is you can definitely hear us, but we can't hear you. Oh, you're on a PC. Well, not no. I mean PC as in PC hardwired. You know, connected to the internet directly with the wire from the the wire that comes from outside into your computer. That kind of thing. That's what I'm saying. But Mr. Red, you won? Hold on, Mike.
Go ahead.
Yeah, hold on. I won. Back to work. Still listening. Good show so far. Okay, you won. You won what? What did you win? Not the one that you talked about.
It's further up.
Oh, okay. That was a fantastic. Oh, I see. That's why Karen was saying. Okay, congratulations. Let's see. Oh, you lost out on the Herb Novik, Dick Giordano. Oh, I love that one. We're going to see that one tonight. Just a great meeting of the two sleuths plus a shadow at the end. Yeah, the ha ha ha. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, amazing. Okay. So he's saying no, it's Wi-Fi. Okay. Okay, so I just want to know then, Mickey, do you not have a computer at all that plugs in to the wire from outside, like a tower, a regular old school on top of your desk or under your desk type computer? If you have one of those, then you could plug into that, that'd be great. That would probably solve the problem. But if you don't have that and you only have, no, it's all Wi-Fi. Okay, yeah, he's telling us it's all Wi-Fi. Maybe try using another device. Do you have a different device? Maybe a tablet, or if you're on a tablet, use a laptop or anything like that. You can try. Sorry, everyone. I appreciate as always the patience, but we love Mickey. We don't want to have to. We don't want to have to dump him off if we don't have to. Anyways, he's testing stuff. So let me see. Okay, here we go.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a extreme angle, but yeah, we can hear you. Did you tap in with your phone now?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
Wow. Mind you, with a phone, I don't know if your battery's probably gonna die in like not very long, I assume.
Yeah, we'll find. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on then. And thank you, Mike, for the lovely Corbin selection. And the tech support. you know me, Mark. I know jack squat about tech. I do what I can without any knowledge. And okay, so let us move on to the next one. And for that, that's Mickey's.
Carl's taking off. See you later, Carl.
Oh, okay. Bye, Carl. Have a good one. Enjoy. Thank you for dropping by, and we'll see you next week, hopefully. Yeah, we got Jim Starlin, Mystery in Space #5 cover by Starlin and Matt Banning.
Yeah, I mean, this one I missed out on.
It was one of the ones I didn't pay attention at the moment it came up, and I just came up and went. And I mean, a Starlin cover. First of all, it's got that Captain Comet, which it's an old style character that I really like. And
yeah.
And so I was going to go after this cover, and I missed bidding on it. I'm so sad about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one went relatively affordable, right?
Yes, it went on for under 1,000.
Under 1,000. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, and it's got that guy. I always forget his name. The guy from that miniseries, The Weird.
Yeah, I don't remember his name either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I refer to him as The Weird.
Yeah, right.
I don't know if
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I always say. It's got that guy, The Weird.
Yeah. But
I don't know if it's his name, but yeah.
It's classic Starlin, and it's I don't think you're going to see a cheaper Starlin cover than this anytime soon.
Yeah, I would imagine. It's difficult to come on, like you said, Jim Starlin under $1,000, like 3 digits.
Yeah, it's going to show up on the dealer's site for twice that soon.
It might.
Yeah.
It might. Ilya, I need to know, are you being serious tonight? Because at first, with the Juan Jose rip, I thought, okay, you're being serious and you're just being honest. But now, without that comment that Mike just posted, I'm starting to wonder. Well, where's that comment? Put it back. Yeah, no eye appeal. Is that a joke, or are you trying to say that you really don't think this has any eye appeal? Yeah. I need to know, Ilya. I need to know. We need to know.
It's got plenty of eye appeal for me. So
yeah.
I mean, I guess art is all in the eye of the beholder. So
yeah. Yeah, well, he's serious. So he says he thinks it's a plain Jane cover. Okay. I don't know. I think it's nice. But okay. Hopefully we'll have other stuff that will appeal to you, Ilya. Tough customer tonight, Ilya. Okay, so we will go on to the next one. Yes, Rick says the angles are cool. Definitely. I love the tilted camera. Yeah, that's always adds to the drama. So that's nice. Yeah. But okay, we'll go to my pick. My next selection is Werewolf by Night, number 10, page 1. So I love this, but I will have something negative to say about it as well. Fair is fair. But let's zoom in a bit first. Take a look. The Sinister Secret of Sarnak. Okay, it's all hand lettered, right? Of course, back in those days. Lovely lettering, right? Then we scroll down. You see these weird creatures, and they're at the top of this pit, right? And down inside the pit is the chained up Werewolf by Night, along with, what's her name? Let's call her Good Girl Art, the beautiful woman. I just think it's really, really nice. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's what really caught my eye about this piece is that while I find it is beautifully lit, okay, the technique of how it was lit, it's beautiful. That is also at the same time the problem with it. It makes no sense because the way that he lit this scene up means that there would have to be a spotlight in the pit at the bottom, right where we are, right where the camera is, back here, like behind Werewolf, right in the water, pointing up, right? That's why his entire buttocks, bottom of his legs, his back is all lit up, and that's why the girl's all lit up, and the shadow only begins at the top as his shoulders begin to round up towards his front. It starts getting dark there because the light works it goes in a direct straight line, right? So it's going to be a little darker up there. But here's the thing: if you look at here, right? If you look where my pointer is, the inner wall here in front of Werewolf, up here, everything here, that is all white as well, which means for that to be happening, and not to mention all these guys at the top, that means that there's another spotlight inside the pit in front of the werewolf, pointing upwards, blasting everybody with the light. So that's what's so screwed up about it. Like there's no reason why there would be like two spotlights inside this pit. So that's what's crazy about it. So that bugs me when I think about technique and stuff like that, But again, it's comic book art. I can allow for things like that. And it's still well done. And I think it's beautiful. So yeah, I figured I'd pick this one.
Maybe there's a bunch of torches that you don't see.
Yeah, but it's a good, good. I was thinking you guys might be thinking that, but they in these kinds of comics, like those guys at the top, they'd be holding torches for crying out loud. You know what I mean? Like we should at least have been seeing some torch, one torch, two torch. Yeah. So I don't know, but anyways,
I like Karen's comment.
And what is it? What did she say?
Bioluminescence.
Oh, she's a scientist, so that's why she's using words like that. Yes, thank you. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. How about that? We'll go with that. Since I can't see the spotlights inside the pit, we'll go with the bioluminescence. All right, we'll do that. But yeah, no, it's lovely and it's really well done. Oh, and what I wanted to say also, Tom Sutton did the artwork. Not only did he do the pencils and he did the inks, but he also is responsible for all of the lettering. Now, how rare is that? That didn't happen often back in the day, or even let alone today, right?
Right.
Tom Sutton, arts and letters. So that's really, really cool. Especially since he had to do not just like word balloons, but he also did the title, which is really neat. So, and I think it all works well together as a whole, really well. So anyways, there you go. That's my pick. Okay. On from my pick, we will move on. And we will go to Mike's next pick again. For that, we see old boy Ronnie. Ronnie about to eat. Ronnie's about to eat a burger that's going to be pretty crunchy. Let's check this out.
Well, yeah, he's sending those nukes to light up some wells.
Yeah,
but I mean, I just picked it because it's a fold-in.
Oh, sorry.
Or
yeah,
spoiler alert.
It's Oh, so this is one of the back covers, right?
Yeah, back cover.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's one of the back cover fold-ins. Do we know what the image ends up being after it's folded in?
No, I don't think it is a fold-in. It's just a back cover.
Yeah, but weren't all the back covers fold-ins though?
The inside back covers were fold-ins.
Oh, the inside? I thought it was the back cover. Yeah, interesting. You sure about that? Okay.
Yeah, it's just a back cover, just making fun of Ronnie and the nuclear arms race.
Yeah. Did you notice that it's not just missiles? They also threw in a tank right here.
Yeah.
There's a tank inside.
What's that underneath it? What?
That I'm not sure what.
What's that to the right?
No, not sure. Everything else seems to be missile related, but I'm not sure about that one. But anyways, we do it Ronnie's way. So yeah, it's like a takeoff on obviously the arms race at the time, and together with McDonald's. Yeah, so that's fun. All right, zoom back out. There we go. And okay, let us move on. Getting a lot of people commenting about this one.
Lots of comments.
Oh yeah,
one of their favorites. It's a top pick.
Oh really?
Everybody loves Ronnie.
It's unhappy.
What does Ilya say? That's what I want to know. What does Ilya have to say this time?
Let's see.
Does Ilya hate this one as well?
Kubrick inspired.
Kubrick inspired.
Okay.
Okay. Well, at least that's not super negative. Ilya's coming around now. Ilya's coming around. I'm busting your chops, Ilya. You got to be honest. Say what you want to say. I prefer the honesty. Okay, so very good. Let us move on then. My next piece is... Oh, sorry. No, Mickey. Sorry, I meant. Mickey, look at that. Yeah. Look at this. And this one, I think, went for a lot of money. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, I think it went for a lot of money. I don't remember, but it's a classic Kevin Maguire cover.
Yeah.
You know, and that he's known for, and people have copied also. And yeah, I know people who collect the comics that have this type of cover. So I'm sure there's people who collect the art that have this type of cover.
Right.
So I thought it would gather a lot of interest, and it did.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just classic team photo with just the express. You know, he's so good with expressions.
Yes.
You know, everybody's sitting there, and you can tell that Batman doesn't want to be there. You know, so
yeah. And this is for everybody who's wondering, if you can't read it, it's Justice League Rebirth, the first issue from 2016. Yeah, it's just a classic, and of course, it's you know, originated from Kevin Maguire's first issue of Justice League America, which became Justice League International back in 1987, I believe the year was.
Correct.
Yes, inked by Terry Austin at that time, of course. And yeah, he has not only has that layout, this cover layout, been copied a million times by other artists, but Maguire himself has redone it a million times.
Yeah, I actually have a commission.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
like this
that has this layout of Duo Damsel Triplicate Girl from the Legion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, is that in your gallery?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll have to check that out then. Okay. Yeah. So no, I love it. Yeah, I've always loved his art since he burst onto the scene with and I see that Ilya thinks it's an iconic cover. And
Yep.
So this one went for 7.2K. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of money. A lot of money, given that it's a layout that he's done a million times. You know, but I guess it is a first issue cover, and he's a popular artist. So
well, and as I say, I'm sure people love this type of layout, and I know comic collectors like that collect these covers. So I'm sure there's comic art people that also are going to go after them.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Absolutely. Okay, perfect. Excellent. So thank you, Mickey, for that one. Nice choice. From there, we go to my choice. My next choice is something nobody expected, I'm sure. So this is from Optic Nerve, number 6, page 14, by Adrian Tomine from 1999. I read all or almost all of Tomine's books, all the stuff he's produced throughout his career a few years ago, maybe a couple of years ago. And a lot of it's, you know, the earlier stuff is harder to read. He was just kind of finding his way, but it gets better. And yeah, this page came from a story I really, really love. Unfortunately, you got to read the whole thing to kind of get the context here. Anybody, either of you guys want to role play and be a guy or a girl, and we do it together?
No, not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't read this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No problem. But basically, Tomine's work, it's all slice of life type stuff. I mean, it's all, you know, based in reality, I guess, autobiographical or semi-autobiographical. And here, so you got a woman and a man, and the roommates, and the guy, he's one of these guys, and you know, some of you guys probably know people like this, or maybe you are somebody like this. He's one of these guys whose standards for women are so high, right? He gets them high, and he's making the argument here that, you know, like she's basically telling him like, oh, come on, grow up. Like, how old are you? And he's like, come on, seriously, like, you know, attraction is very important, right? And attractiveness fades with time, right? The newness of a relationship, you know, the attraction wears off, right? And in his mind, he feels like, well, the relationship's over at that point, right? And so he's trying to make the argument that he figures that since he believes that, he might as well start off at the highest possible level of attraction, so it'll take that much longer for the attraction to fade away. Yeah, so basically she's disgusted by it, and she basically reveals that, you know, a year and a half ago when they first moved in together, they were humping each other like to exhaustion for like the first 3 nights. And then after 3 nights, he made it clear that they were strictly roommates and never again expressed the slightest bit of interest in her, you know? And and of course, his excuse is like, oh, I just think it'll create too much tension. You know what I mean? It's better this way. We just be friends. Why don't we just be friends? But basically what happened was, yeah, he saw the attraction quickly at first, got his fun out of it for 3 days, and then no attraction anymore. And it's like, yeah, okay, let's just be friends, you know? So that's what the whole thing is about. So I just thought, like I said, I've known guys like this. I still know a guy like this. So I could really relate to it. And yeah, I thought it was good. It was a great story. So figured I'd put it up there. And hopefully Mark Vega is still watching. Mark V, did you see any comments, Mike, from Mark V?
Yes.
Yeah, he said it went relatively cheap.
Oh, okay. I think it went for 1,000 something. Is that possible? Because
I asked him what the final hammer was, but he hadn't replied.
Well, anyways, Mark, I know you haven't been able to come in and hang out for long periods of time for a long time. So I still picked it because I liked it, but also because I knew, I didn't know, but I was hoping that you might tune in. And if you did, I hope that you would see it and appreciate it. So let's say this one's for me, but it's also for you. All right, there you go. And look at that.
2,400.
2,000. Yeah, never quote the hammer price, Mark. Always quote the full ride. There's no point in the hammer price. We're all paying everything. So exactly. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. And there you go. Yeah, you gotta do that. Include all in, you know. Ruben's cliff notes on Tomine. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. My pleasure, Mark. No, I really like that story. So it was fun to do that. And okay, so thank you for allowing me that, gents. And let us move on to the next piece. And for that, we go to Mike's next piece, which is one of Felix's boys, Trad Moore. Check this out. Loki #4 cover from 2016.
Right. So I picked it. I mean, I do like Trad's style. One thing I noticed about this, since it's an earlier piece, he did take the time to fill in all the blacks. You know, I don't think we'd see that nowadays. And again, when I picked it, at the time I picked it, it was well under 1,000. Might have, you know, it wasn't $8,000 like you would see somebody asking for it on calf.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah,
I mean, so that's why I picked it. It was cheap. I like Trad, and so we'll see where it ends up at. I like his style. I mean, you can see
which one? You
can see his style forming. What's that?
Which one? You said I like his style. I said which one? He's had many. He has really continued to sort of morph from project to project, you know. I will say I like all his pre-Silver Surfer black. Well, whatever project was his first time that he used the Silver Surfer style on. I think it was Silver Surfer black. I don't know. Marcus or somebody else will tell us. But I don't like that style at all. It's not original either, by the way, just FYI. I've seen that style outside of comics for anybody who's curious.
Right.
But I'm not a fan of it in comics. But the stuff that he did like this, previous to that, is what I like best. I like this stuff better. I enjoy this. Yeah. I think this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. When I say a style, I mean like just that fine line work, like on the eagle there.
Yes, for sure.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's very nice. I really like it. I'm not sure what the fist is for. It's not a fist. I don't know what
Unity. I don't know.
The fist is doing some kind of like black power thing. Doing this, like the black power thing. Trad's sense of design is amazing. G'day, David. What is happening down in Oz? Good to see you, my friend. Kabuki style, says Larry. Yeah. Luther Strode was a nicely illustrated series. Yeah, I like that one too, Ilya. Marcus says, it's on the cover. Oh, you mean the fist he's doing on the cover? Let's look at that again.
Yeah.
Oh, the bottom. Oh, I see. You're doing what the people at the bottom are doing. I got you. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's not doing because obviously he has to hold the eagle. But yeah.
Yeah. That's the second piece we've got with the eagle on the glove.
It is?
The Mickey's Mark Schultz.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a theme show.
Yeah. Yes. Flying creature on the arm. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't call that first one an eagle. Unless it could have been a prehistoric eagle, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's okay. All right. Excellent. Thank you. Great choice. I really like that one. Thank you very much, Mike. And we'll go on to the next one. The next one is Mickey's again, of course. Here we go. Let's check that one out, everyone. And I love this one. So tell us a little story about this one, Mickey.
Yeah. Oh, man, this one is heartbreak. I mean, I love Tony Harris's art, and I thought he did some great work on Starman, and I thought this cover just encompassed everything he did on Starman. It's, and it has and at the back it has all the versions of Starman, including the Starman from the Legion.
Right.
And if I wasn't so cash poor right now, I would have bid more on this, but I didn't bid enough. And sad I had to see somebody else win it. But,
so give us you want to give us the details of what you bid or how much it went to, any of that stuff?
It went for just around 5. I bid I was the underbidder. So yeah.
Wow. Well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
As I said, if I was feeling a little bit richer, I probably would have bid more. I might have still lost, but
yeah. You never know. That's the thing. You never know. Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. No, it's beautiful. Really did. Did you, by the way, did you love this series? Reading it?
I'm not that big of a fan of the Starman series. I was a big fan of Tony Harris. And
okay.
I love the art, and I read the books, and they're fine.
Okay.
And I did like the tie-in, the fact to the Starman from Legion, so that there was a.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never read it at all either. But I do remember that there was hype on it. Like it was apparently.
Yeah. I mean, it's
book.
a favorite series of a lot of people.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Was this the one that was written by that guy Andrew Robinson? Is that his name? Something Robinson. I don't know.
It's something Robinson. It's not Andrew. Andrew is the artist.
Oh, Andrew's the artist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Robinson's the artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ilya is saying he enjoyed the series. Oh, James, thank you, Derek. Derek's awesome. Yeah, James Robinson. And Marcus comes up just behind them. Yeah, James Robinson. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, beautiful. Great piece. Sorry you missed out on it, man.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool. Let us go on to my piece then next. And that one is this one. This is the one that Brian, Mr. Red Jack 12, mentioned earlier that he went to 10 grand on and had to stop bidding. So this is a Batman page. Let's look at it first like this, the whole thing. And I love this because I love the character of the Shadow, okay, visually, and he was one of the earliest pulp characters. And I don't know if anybody, I'm sure some people in the audience who are listening or watching don't know, but Batman was in part designed, thought of, the creation of Batman was partially based on the Shadow. And so to have him meet him in the same comic, it's really, really cool. And I love the dialogue here. Check this out. I love how here in the second panel, he's putting him up on a pedestal. He's like, oh my God, but you were my biggest inspiration. I'd be honored to shake your hand, And it's like they have that classic handshake in the middle, which is really cool. The honor is mine, he says. But then he leaves. And Batman's like, no, kind of cheesy here. Don't leave. The world needs you. Will you help? Will you come out of retirement? But I love the way that they included his famous line, only the Shadow knows. And he does the famous laugh, the ha, 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 right? So I think that's all fantastic. I love that the editors also included the other famous line right here. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows, Yeah. So I think it's just fantastic. And it's really beautiful inking by Giordano at its peak, I find. He was doing brilliant stuff over Neil Adams in this period. And it showed when he inked other people. And it's really, really nice. I love it. And, kudos to Novik for doing a nicely laid out page as well. And nicely spotted black. So, I thought this was a really cool piece. I think it went for like 12 grand, if anybody's curious. 12 or 15 or I don't know, 18. I don't remember. Brian probably knows since he lost out on it. Sorry, Brian. But yeah, that's a fun one. Anybody in the audience liking this one or no?
Yeah. Ruben, they like them. Yeah. Lee Palmer likes it. Everybody likes it.
Okay, good. Everybody, just to so you guys know, the reason I have to ask Mike this to remind you is because I can't see your comments. When I'm in the picture viewer, I can't see anything other than the scan. So that's why I cannot see your comments, okay? So even though Mike's popping them up on the screen, but if he doesn't read them out to me, then I can't hear or see anything. So great.
13.2K.
13.2. Thank you, Caesar. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, I would have loved it. I would have loved to have gone for this, but I would not have paid that kind of money for it anyway. So, and I know Caesar loves that. Yeah, great page. So excellent. Okay, we will move on, everyone, and we will go to the next selection in Mike's barrage of comic art tonight, and that is all right. He cheated, and he made me do a lot more work. And we have 4 pages to show you for this one selection because he decided to choose a complete story, a 4-page story. So let me show you first. Take a good look so you get the whole page. Take the whole page in terms of the composition. And then I will bring it in so you get an idea of what the art looks like from up close. Here we go. He was doing this here with duo shade board, of course. And that always looks cool and adds great effect. And you know what? I darkened this because I know that the photography that Heritage does, it really washes out a lot of the inks. So I darkened it, and even darkening it a bit to what I figured it probably looks like, I find it's the duo shade is probably still faded. It probably faded over the years. This is all kind of shocking that this story was from 34 years ago already. But anyways, let's go on with this. Check this out, everyone. And then we go to the second page.
Probably not going to do a dramatic reading.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, this was from the Taboo anthology. I mean, the reason I picked it, I do love complete stories. and a chance to get one by Zuli. That's why I picked it. That's it.
Yeah.
4-page story, complete.
Yeah, I like this period of Zuli's work.
I'm sure it's got a little bit of fading, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
I think it's more washed out, like you said, from the photography than anything else.
And then the last page. Let's look here. Yeah, it's nice.
And of course, Taboo was a horror anthology series.
Yeah, I remember buying the first Taboo. How many did they have? Because I bought 1 or 2, and that was it. And I thought it was that book that they canceled pretty quickly after. Or am I thinking of A1?
I don't think it went past 12 issues. Or collections. I'm not really sure. I've only got 2 or 3. I've got 2 or 3 of them. One's got a really good Mobius story in it.
Okay. Larry Wong, yes, says that Hellraiser vibe. Yeah, exactly. And yes, the last panel is absolutely stunning. Yeah, it's beautiful art. Yeah, I like Zuli in this time period, like I said. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed his work. I love Puma Blues. I still love Puma Blues. So for those of you who know that, yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, excellent. Nice choice. Always with the less mainstream, more esoteric stuff, Mike. I like it. Keeping everybody on their toes. No, it's excellent, man. It's good. I'm not kidding. I'm being serious. Yeah, Mark is saying they had 8 or 9 issues from Hell started in that anthology. Right. Thank you, Mark. No, not Pacific Comics, Mark. Hoarder's Hide, what's up, buddy? I like Blues Clues, he says. Spider Baby Graphics, is that what it was? That sounds familiar. Thanks, Rick. Okay. Excellent. Yes, so from there, let us go to the next piece in Mickey's selections. There we go. Let's zoom in here. This is Conan 71, everybody, from 1981 by Joe Chiodo.
Chiodo, yeah. Joe was later, I think he developed a very cartoony style in his faces. So I think this was earlier in his career when he was trying to be a little bit more realistic. And I prefer his work back then. I mean, he's a great painter. I love the composition. I love the colors. I think it's a great cover. And I mean, he had another one in the auction. I thought this was a better one. And of course, there's a lot of people who collect these Savage Sword of Conan covers. So I didn't expect it to go very cheaply. But I think it went for a reasonable price. I think it went for about under $6,000, which I think was a good price for.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the other one went for like double what this one went.
Yeah, and I thought this was a better one, so I wasn't sure why that happened, but you know, whoever got this, I think got a good buy for their dollar. I really love this one.
Yeah, and by the way, I initially had picked this for my own selections.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So I was happy to see that you picked it, and that allowed me to pick something else. You know.
Okay, so it's pronounced Shido.
I don't know. We've had this discussion before because I always just said it. I always used to say it the way it was spelled, which is Chiodo.
Yeah.
And then Marcus said it was Cheeto.
Okay.
Well, what they're saying it's Chido now?
I don't know. I'm asking. I see.
Oh, you're asking.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick says Chido?
Yes. Yeah.
Chido. Is it really? Hey, Rick, do you happen to know what his nationality is? I'm curious. I figured somewhere like I was thinking like somewhere in South America, Central or South America, but I'm not sure. Rick, though, you sound like you know what you're talking about, and it's definitely not Cohen. But okay,
I would have never guessed that it was. I would have never guessed that this was Chido or Chiodo, his art.
Oh, really?
Because I'm only familiar with him from his later stuff.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Like you said, it's more cartoony, pinup girls.
Yeah, the pinup girl stuff. Yeah.
What was it, 13 or something like?
Yeah, yeah.
Some image book that he had. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
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 And,
nice.
yeah, that's the reason I picked this, because I love this more realistic style that he had earlier in his career. And I tend to kind of unfollowed him after he got more cartoony.
Right. That's great. I love it. I love the lighting. I love how he used the colors to set up the lighting. Getting all bright against Conan and the guy that's slumped over, and yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
really nice.
So not too many different spotlights on.
Not too many. Not too many spotlights here. Yeah, exactly. This castle was only equipped with one of them.
Yeah, I would love to have this painted on my wall, but unfortunately not.
Yeah, I'm sure. Sad. What are you gonna do? Excellent choice, though, man. Thank you for picking this one. Okay, excellent. So we will check out my next one. And my next one is... Oh, yes, of course. So this is the one that I was talking about earlier at the top of the show, everybody. From Infinite Crisis, number 6, page 26, by Phil Jimenez and Andy Lanning on inks. And I just wanted to say, you guys have all seen Heritage make mistakes, like stupid mistakes, in their like descriptions and when they credit people. They had this one, like instead of Andy Lanning, whoever put the information in, I guess they were looking at this, and they saw Andy Cummings, and they listed it as Andy Cummings, and then even in the description they put his name again as Andy Cummings. And I was like, what? Anyways, but yeah, you get the Cassie Sandsmark here in the background. And then you also have in the background, for all you Nightwing lovers, you get Nightwing here crouched. And then, of course, you get Superboy Prime here in the front, going very evil and going crazy. And here's Conan. For those of you who are not aware about the history of this Superboy, I know he doesn't look like it, but this is the Superboy that you're familiar with, who wears those from the 90s, those sunglasses, the John Lennon sunglasses, and the leather jacket and the earring and the faded haircut. That's the guy whose covers I always buy. You see me posting in my gallery and stuff. Yeah, this is the same character. I didn't like it. I mean, I love this, but I just feel like they look like two different characters. So I miss the older one. But they brought back the older style one with the leather jacket now. So, but yeah, anyways, I just thought it was really cool. Phil Jimenez stuff, nice details here, and Lanning did nice little bits of cross hatching here. When you zoom in, little bits of cross hatching on the feathering. Like little feathering like this, and then he does little cross hatching with the feathering, especially here when you get into the torso. I love these little bits here, feathering here. Yeah, all this stuff here. It's all really nice stuff. Here, all this stuff is really, really nice. Yeah, it was a fun story, and again, as a Superboy fan, well, I thought it was cool. And this is the one I was the underbidder on, so woe is me. We all have the same tale of woe tonight, I guess. There we go. And that's it. All right. Okay. Shall I move on, or is there any comments? They're still talking about this.
No, nobody cares for this one.
Nobody cares for this one. Okay. Let us go now to your next one then, Mike.
All right. Let's see.
What do we got? This would have been mine too. This is like an alternate selection for me. Yeah, Omaha the Cat Dancer. Awesome.
Yeah, so I just picked, it's a great image of Omaha. It's really nicely done. I really like, it's just great. And then It's an image for a picture disc. So add in the musical element to it. So that's why I picked this one. I just really liked it.
Yeah. So for those of you who want to see how it's made, you see Omaha's here. She's looking up at the Omaha version of the constellations, I guess you can call it. And
Right.
so on this piece right here, the original art is Omaha right here. And then the constellation is right here. It's on a separate piece of paper. This is how Reed Waller drew it on a separate piece. And then he did the color guide for it as well. So he printed out the line art from the first drawing, and this is what you get here. And he then watercolored it in. So that's pretty nice. You get that piece with it. And right here, this is a print of the picture disc. And by picture disc, everybody, it basically is like a CD. The creators of Omaha the Cat Dancer, Reed Waller and Kate Worley, the co-creators, they were also in a band. They were musicians and they were in a band. They played music. And so, yeah, they were in a band called the Shakers. And so this is it. This is like basically a CD, if you will, of their music. Yeah, so that's what you're getting, the art from the CD. So there you go. And I'm a big Omaha the Cat Dancer fan, and everybody should be too. Great stuff.
Yeah, this is a really great illustration.
Oh, I'm happy you like that, Mickey.
Yeah, I'm not, I actually confess I've never read Omaha the Cat Dancer, but yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, well, I wish you could. I mean, they're all out of print now, unfortunately. All the volumes are out of print, but yeah, I think there's like seven or 8 volumes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But great comic.
That image right there that you've got is just so clean.
Yeah.
I just really like it.
Yeah, I love the lines. Really beautiful. Yeah, great stuff. So, yeah, great pick. Happy you picked this, like I said, because I would have wanted to pick it anyway. So, all right, excellent. Let us move on to the next piece. And the next piece is for Mickey, The Phantom Stranger, number 31 cover by Luis Dominguez.
Yeah, I've always been an admirer of Dominguez, especially his covers. I mean, he did some great covers for DC. And Phantom Strange is one character that I really liked. I followed in DC, so this cover just brings back a lot of nostalgia for me. So it's just like a perfect Phantom Stranger cover. And so I saw this and I went, "Ooh, isn't that beautiful?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Just look. I mean, everything in this cover is just, all the shadows. The way that hand is reaching out for the soldier who's not seeing it. Yeah,
but Mickey, it's a Phantom Stranger cover, and the Phantom Stranger's back is to you.
Doesn't matter, man. It's so well drawn.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I love the effect they made. They just by the simple decision to cut out the logo, the stat, so that it cuts out around the shape of the hand.
Right.
It really emphasizes the 3-dimensional quality of the hand coming out of the cave towards you,
Yes.
Yeah, I find that's really fantastically done. Really beautiful.
There were actually two of his covers in this auction, and either one.
Yes, we're gonna see more.
Yeah. And so this one was like, to me, the better one. But yeah, the others were no slouch.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And this is just a pet peeve of mine, but they got that beware right there. They couldn't have placed it where it needed to go before they took the picture.
Exactly. No, they can't. They can't be bothered. They truly cannot be bothered.
It didn't go for 6 figures, so it wasn't worth it.
Yeah. I know, pet peeve. I'm with you. Believe me, I'm with you. But okay, beautiful, nice pick, excellent pick, Mickey. And now we go to my next pick. And for that, I chose. Oh, look at that. What did I choose? The House of Mystery 235, cover by, again, Luis Dominguez. Wow, how about that, everybody? Look at this. What a phenomenal cover. Look when you look at the whole thing, the first thing that draws your eyes, I feel, is the eagle, bird, whatever you want to call them, because it's clearly the way that the bird was done is different from how he did everything else. And you're like, how come it looks so textured, right? So then you zoom in and you're like, okay, look, the background is painted in, probably with gouache. And then you zoom in and you're like, oh yeah, look at that. The black areas, of course, are ink, but then it looks like he's using gouache, different variations of gray and white gouache to put fatter, chunkier lines. And that's what creates, once you pull back at arm's length, that's what creates that effect that it looks like feathery when you go like that, which is really, really cool. And I'm as a big fan of, some of you may know, I'm a big fan of vintage paperbacks, in particular, the Gothic genre, otherwise known as women running from houses. And so that's what this cover reminds me of as well. And yeah, I thought it was really, really beautifully done. I love the nice touch of the fact that the eagle bird creature is way back there, and yet the claw seems to come around the building here on the side.
Yeah, she's running from one danger into another.
Teaming up.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could be the partner. I mean, you would think it has to be. It does. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, I would hope. But then it's kind of weird that, you would do something like that when you don't really see that there's another one there. I don't know.
No, I think she's running from one danger into another. I think that's a four-clawed. I don't know if it's the same creature.
Well, that's what we're trying to. That's what we're debating.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we're debating, because this claw is way too far to be belonging to this one,
No, it's a different creature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's very nice. All right, Mike, you got to let me know. Did people like it or do they hate it?
No, they love it. Your wife says good night. I'm like your secretary here.
Good night, Vivian. Oh, that's good. Excellent. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. All right, so we will go on to the next one, everyone. And so now from there, we go back to you, Mike, for this. Ooh la la. This is called, it's the cover to Masquerade, The Art of Marin. And Marin, for those of you who don't know, is Manuel Perez Clemente, the son of San Julian, known better to you Americans as San Julian. I'm just taking the piss out of you guys a bit, but yeah, that's his son's work and the cover to an art book of his. So let's take a closer look at this, shall we? Go ahead and tell us what you like about it, Mike.
Well, when I was going through, it just popped out to me, and then again, I priced everything low to high, and I got to this, and so the price was great. It reminded me a lot of Bolton.
Yes,
when I first saw it.
Yes, I agree.
And then
it made me.
That's why I picked it. I had no idea that it was the son of San Julian.
Oh, okay.
Or
you mean San Julian?
Yes. Both of them.
Yes. Well, look at that.
Parents. And then
you learned something, Mike. That's pretty awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was a great illustration. Especially great illustration for the price. And that was it. That's why I picked it.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Bolton, it would have been, 10 times.
Or
5 times as much.
Do we know what it finally went for?
I don't.
No.
Yeah, and this would be a great piece on the wall for sure.
Let me read a few comments here from the crew. I miss you guys, man. I can't. It's just so weird for me not to be able to chat with you guys. Okay, so has the bloodline? Yes, more than wall-worthy. Ilya, we're winning Ilya over finally. We're finally winning him over.
I don't know what Rick Welch means when he puts brother in there.
Yeah, I don't know either. What's that about? Oh, his brother? Is it his brother?
I do believe
Sorry,
it's
Mickey,
his brother. Yeah, I do believe it's his brother. I think that's what I read online.
Oh, okay. My mistake then. I'll take that. And yes, Karen, it does exactly. She does remind me of Winona Ryder. Oh, I used to love her, Winona Ryder, back in the old days. Oh my God. Oh, she was so cute. Oh, I miss her. I haven't seen her in ages. Ever since she got caught shoplifting, she just disappeared off the face of the earth.
I think she's been around since then.
No. But for the most part, she disappeared. Like, she disappeared after she got caught shoplifting. Her career went downhill. Nobody hired her anymore. And ever since then, it coincided, of course, all those years she disappeared because of the shoplifting coincided with her getting, older, by Hollywood years. And then finally she came back with Stranger Things, yeah, right? She's at that age range now where now she's relegated to having to play mother characters, right? So it's I missed her work. I used to love seeing her in all the movies she did. I was a big fan.
Yeah. And then so Caesar wanted to know who the artist was again.
Oh, so he goes by Maren, Maren. Yeah, Maren. But like I mentioned earlier, his real name, his birth name is Manuel Perez Clemente, like Roberto Clemente from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And then there's probably 20 or 30 of his paintings on CAF right now.
Oh, I'm sure there are. I've seen some, yeah.
Yeah, he's a well-known illustrator.
Yes,
he's
absolutely.
done lots of book covers for in the European market. Lots of book covers in the Spanish market. So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No. I'm attracted to people my age, believe me, and older even sometimes. So,
I like his next comment. That's funny.
Yeah, that's. Well, it's the level of attractiveness. I got to start high because it wears off, right? So funny. So it went. Oh, look at that, Caesar. Thank you, Caesar. Just under $2K, so not even $2,000 for a beautiful piece like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, a lot of non-comics illustration can be had. Paintings, full-blown paintings of this level or better can be had for these types of prices. There's a lot of it out there. It's such an affordable hobby. If you want to delve into it and get, step away from comics at some point, checking out fantasy art. It's really, it gives you a lot of bang for your buck. Okay, so excellent. Thank you very, very much. And just FYI, it's signed 1998. So it is a 1998 piece, but his book that he used this as the cover for was only released in 2001. So there you go. And Ilya says, in his budget, there you go. So you love it, plus it's in your budget. No two better things can combine in this hobby.
Yeah, that's the best Venn diagram.
Yeah.
And this one was one of my alternate picks also.
Yes, I know. I know, exactly. Yeah. Mickey and Mike both picked this one, so that was cool. So very nice. Thank you, everyone, for allowing us to talk about this one. And thank you again, Mike, for picking it. And you, Mickey, for both picking it. So very cool. Okay. Let us now go to your next one, Mickey. And for that, we have Another Phantom Stranger, this time by Jim Aparo, issue 33, and it's fantastic.
Yes. Well, I originally did not follow Aparo because he did a lot of Batman comics, which I didn't read.
Right.
But I did pick him up on Phantom Stranger, and so that's where my nostalgia goes back to. Aparo was Phantom Stranger, and I love Deadman as a character. So when I saw this cover with Deadman and the shadow of the Phantom Stranger, and it's just a beautiful Aparo drawn cover too. I had to pick it. Now I knew this was going to go for a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I loved it so much. It's like if money was no object, this is a cover I would own. So
right.
I knew it was going to go high, but I just love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I love it too. Yeah, I also like Phantom Stranger and Deadman, and so I like horror genre. So I'm always a fan of cemetery scenes. So that always helps. For me, that never hurts. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, the whole thing of a dead man coming through the it looks like the crypt. That's so classic.
Yeah, coming out of the crypt. Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, he's dead. Of course he is. What else would he be doing?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, very awesome. Yeah, and Aparo had a couple of covers. Like I think he had 3 covers, didn't he? He had a Teen Titans one and a Brave and Bold one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the Brave and Bold where he's gonna steamroll over the Titans. I think that's a classic. Or was that the Titans cover?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't remember, but
I didn't focus on them too much.
Yeah.
This is the one I had my focus on.
Right. Yeah. No, fantastic. Yeah, it was a nice little mini Jim Aparo cover selection in this auction. So yeah, very cool. Excellent. Okay. Great choice again, Mickey. Appreciate it. From there, we'll go to my next pick. And my next pick is, of course, I had to show some Superman thing. Of course, you all expected it. So this is the cover to Superman, the Man of Steel, number 76. And it is by John Bogdanov. Yes, that is how he says it himself. John, it's harder to say, I know. Easier to say Bogdanov, but he says Bogdanov. Inked by Dennis Janka. I guess if he's German, it should be Janka. But he's American, so I'm probably thinking he says Janky or Yankee. I don't know. I've never heard anybody tell me how it's supposed to be said, but anyways, really cool. A 2-piece cover. They had to do the special effect by doing these inks on the overlay. And you can see here what the line art looks like. And I just find it's also like really, I was never a big Boggs fan, but I think he did a beautiful line here. I like the kind of organic, sketchy, but organic line art that he uses on this Superman figure. And of course, I've said it a million times. I just love this Superman, electric blue Superman costume. I think it's one of the coolest costumes ever. It's a great design. So that's also why I wanted to show it. But that's it. Pretty simple, nice and easy. And like I said, I just like that it had this for the special effect and it looked really cool. And so I just wanted to show that. Am I the only one, Mike, who gives a shit about this as usual?
No, Marcus thinks it's an electric cover.
Yes, it is.
And Ilya thinks it's fake Superman.
Ilya thinks it's a fake Superman. We were winning you over, and now you're going back to the dark side, Ilya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on 2 minds on this one.
Really?
I kind of like the electric Superman. I kind of like the pose, but I'm not a big fan of Bog.
Yeah.
I'm just not a big fan of Bog.
No, most of us were not. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it. I get it for sure. Tom, I love all DC. Mark is saying it's no Starlin. Whatever. Whatever. Caesar loves it. Caesar's my man. That's all that matters. All right, Caesar. What's up, Caesar? And it was on your short list. Did you bid on it, though? Did you bid on it? That's what I want to know. And what do you mean it went for a lot? I thought this one didn't go for a lot. I know that the one there was one with the Jonathan Kent in the field of the farm. That one went for 30 some odd thousand. I thought this one went for, I don't know, $6,000 or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Caesar says no. Okay. Dislike that era of Superman. A lot of people do, Ilya. What can I tell you? I still love the costume. So, yeah. So, but Ilya says it is better than plain Jane Starlin, though. Wow, the knives are out tonight with Ilya. Holy shit! I've never seen you like this, Ilya. Wow. So you didn't bid. Okay, Caesar. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So good. That's Hard Times. You did not bid on the Hard Times piece by Chaikin. Is that what you're trying to say? Let's see. Okay. Let's go to the next one. And Mike, you ready? Because you're up next.
I think I'm ready.
All right. Let's do this. Oh, another Felix artist, Ian Bertram, doing Batman Eternal. This is from issue 11. It's page 10 from 2014, 10 years ago already. Really, really unique style that Ian Bertram has, don't you think? At least within mainstream, for mainstream comics, superhero stuff, right?
Right. I mean, it doesn't have as much detail as, say, like that one cover I picked by Juan
Jose Rip.
But
Thank goodness.
I love the Batgirl in that Batgirl in that center panel is.
Yeah,
I just really love that.
Yeah,
all the sketching on her outfit or uniform, costume, whatever you call it, and her cape, and then her hair.
Look how he does that.
Why are you zooming in right there? What are you doing?
Look how he does the line art, everyone.
That is just amazing.
Oh, that's just fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's great. Okay, look at how he does the spaghetti hair. That's interesting.
Yeah, that I love it.
But look how he does the man's hair.
Yeah.
It's cool, right?
Is that Wolverine?
Yeah. You really have to have a wide variety of line widths, to be able to do all this stuff. It's really nice. How he shows like just the shading of the man's body simply by doing multiple different line widths,
Yeah,
so
zoom back. Right. Yeah, zoom back out. Zoom it back out. Yeah. Yeah. I think the overall I love the overall composition of each of the panels.
Yeah.
The way that the Batgirl is her action pose in the first panel and then the action bit in the second. So I think the overall composition is also great.
Yeah.
Besides the rendering, that's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Ilya's asking, what did it sell for? We don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and thank you, Caesar, for letting me know that Superman cover was the cheapest of the Bogdanov. Thank you. Lee Parmenter, what's up, Lee? And Lee likes this.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And Caesar says
I like even that bottom panel, the Batgirl's face in that bottom panel. You can tell that it's Bertram just by that. His style is unique enough that you can tell.
Yes, absolutely. No, it's great. Really, really gorgeous. Very, very interesting, different style. Sure. Yeah, that's a fun pick.
Ilya wants to know. It was Ian Bertram is the artist. Ilya.
Yes. Ian Bertram. IANBERTRAM. Yeah. Oh, I see. People are putting it in there in the chat now. Okay. Bootlegging. What's up, Dan? Lovely to see you pop in tonight. And okay, excellent. So let us move on. Why don't we? Next piece tonight will be Mickey's, and that one is I was going to ask
Let
you.
me just add real quick.
Sorry, yeah, Mike?
So Caesar said that piece sold for $780.
This one?
Which I think is a great, yeah.
Oh,
that's a good price on that.
That's good because I can show you here. The original price was $1,200.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's put in there at the top. So yeah,
that was a great deal. Somebody got a good page.
Excellent. All right, is it okay to go to the next one then?
Okay, we're good.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, so I just wanted to say, Mickey, you got to tell us. Did you not win this one? Because I thought it went cheap.
Oh no! You see, I'm not a big X-Men fan, but I picked this one because I like Cassidy.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a great cover, and I thought it would be a great cover for an X-Men fan. So I was surprised I didn't go much higher than that. So whoever got it got a good cover, because I know that the original price on this cover was probably higher than what it sold for in the auction.
Right. Yeah. So, from Generations, Phoenix, Jean Grey, #1, everybody, from 2017.
Yeah, I know his covers. If you go to Albert's website, you can see what his covers sell for, and I know that whatever this went for, I don't remember. It was a lot. In fact, no, I did have it here. It went for $22.80.
Okay.
Yeah, so just over 2,000.
Yeah.
Which is probably half of what Albert sold it for originally.
Right.
So.
Well, I don't know, because actually I've been to Albert's site and I've seen a lot of the Cassidy covers, and I've seen that they range really huge. Like on the same page, you'll see some of them that are $2,000 and then $6,000. So there are some that he puts cheap.
It depends. It depends if he does covers for Dynamite. They're usually
obviously it depends on the title, the character. Obviously.
His Marvel covers are usually higher. His covers for
especially if it's an X-Men too, right?
Yeah. So this would have been one of the higher covers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
would for sure.
Yeah, this would have been at least $4,000 is what I'm thinking. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. Caesar says Albert listed it at 2.5.
Oh, really? I'm surprised.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess maybe he figured, okay, it's got such little art. Like there's so much more negative space than there is actual artwork. So he probably took that into consideration, maybe,
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So he still lost money, whoever bought it from Albert, but
yeah. I think so. I still think it's a good buy.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Thank you very much. Let us go to the next piece. The next piece is the one that I picked, and that is the one we spoke about earlier, the one that was brought up by the Rickster. Saga of the Swamp Thing, number 53, page 14. Not by Stephen Bissett and John Toddleben, but rather all penciled and inked issue by John Toddleben from 1986. Featuring Swamp Thing and the Batman, and oh my god, I mean the technique here, it's just all the various techniques he used. It's mind-boggling. Look at that. I mean, just this stuff up here, it's just crazy. The way he created textures by just look at this stuff, guys. Look at this, all this stuff here with the large Swamp Thing figure. Look, let me just try to get in as close. I wish the heritage scans were well, they're kind of like photographs. They're not really scans. I wish they were better and they didn't wash out and make it too bright. But just look at how all the work is done. The way he creates this, that's crazy. With all these diagonal lines, up, down, 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 like all parallel to each other like that. And you get dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. It's just, oh my God, he's got to think it out and really envision it in his head before he does anything. Like it's mind-boggling to me how he does all this, or how he used to do all this. But yeah, classic stuff, man. My all-time favorite Swamp Thing artist, actually. Yeah, Toddlebin. Yeah, I prefer the Bissett Toddlebin, as long as it's Toddlebin inking. I prefer the Bissett Toddlebin stuff to the Wrightson stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And then of course my buddy Mikey, Mr. Perkins. I ended up enjoying that what he did a couple of years ago as well. But yeah, Toddlebin's work is my favorite of all. So there you go. And I think this one went for, I don't know, what was it, Rickster? Like 30-something thousand, 30 grand or something. I think, yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, that's an insane price.
Yeah, 33 says Rick. Yeah, there you go. 33, yeah. Up, down, left, right. Did I not go around in the direction you wanted me to, Marcus? Ilya says, incredible. The Great White North strikes with an amazing pick. Oh yeah, baby. I'm winning him back, guys. I'm winning the Yankee Doodle Dandy over. He's gonna become a Canuck. Woo! All right. Let's do it. He's a tough customer though, so we'll see. He's probably gonna shit on me on the next one. Came back into a great page. Yes, sir, Ian. And Ian, take a look at this. Just for you, my friend. Oh yeah, check out the inking on Batman's arm. You know, look how he does the shading, like by doing these parallel lines, just thinning and thickening, right? Very specific parts of each line, and it creates that illusion that it's a shadow and light. Like it's just amazing. It's just incredible how he does that. Yeah. Look at this, Ian. Look at this. Holy shit. Wow. Excellent. Thank you for indulging me, everyone. I appreciate it. Very, very cool. All right, let's go on to the next one. And the next one is coming from Mike. And from there we go to, yeah. I don't know if any of you knows, but Mike's a little bit of a Preacher fan. He seems to, he has a few pages in his collection. I've heard. What do you say, Mike?
Yeah, got a couple pages, no covers as of yet. This was again, I sorted mine when I was viewing low to high. This is the first cover I came across, and I think it was only 3,000 or 4,000.
Sorry.
Which is a great deal. I think we were discussing this before. The prices range from like anywhere from 5,000 to 23,000 on these covers. The selections they had this week, 3 out of the 4, I think, were really strong covers. And then I picked it. I mean, I got an actual, before any of the covers, as you know, all the covers were held, or 99%, by one collector. You couldn't get any, so I was doing some cover recreations by different artists, and this is one of the ones that I had redone that came out really good. That's it. I love it.
It's cool. I thought it was.
I'll wait for it to show up again.
I thought this was pretty unique. And I'm not, I'm not a Preacher guy, but I actually thought this cover was the more eye-appealing one to me, and it's the cheapest one. So yeah, I mean, I know collectors go for characters and whatnot, but I don't know, isn't this guy the main character?
Is one of the top 3? Yeah. This is Cassidy, the vampire.
Cassidy, right.
Yeah.
Like
I said, the only other cover was the cover to 13, which was the first appearance of Star. So if you're a first appearance guy, that was the cover to get. But yeah, this is a great cover. I mean, this is prime Fabry right here.
Too many light sources, says Marcus.
There's always too many for a vampire.
That's true. Nice one. Touche, Mike. Excellent.
Yeah, I really love Fabri's painting. I mean, he's got some beautiful painted covers, and well, this is not my I didn't read the series, so don't have any allegiance to it, but I did think the covers were great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I also didn't read. I read the first 2 trades. That was it. But yeah, I always thought that the Fabry covers were always fun to see when they hit the stands. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean, they were on the stand. They're eye catching. They stood out from everything.
Yeah,
absolutely. Everybody else has drawn covers, and then you got a Fabry painting.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Very nice pick, Mike. Very nice. All right. From there, let us go to the next one in tonight's show and tell, and that will be a Mickey pick, and that is Beneath the Planet of the Apes. No, these crazy gold key comics, they didn't really have numbers. It was a weird numbering system they used, so it's like a no number thing. But yeah, it's the Beneath the Planet of the Apes kind of adaptation. And yeah, let's zoom in, and it's got the famous. What I loved about it, Mickey, and I was contemplating picking this one too. Not big because I'm not a fan of the original 3 films. I do absolutely. I adore the recent 3 films with the actual monkeys, right, rather than people monkeys. But I always loved that whole sort of post-apocalyptic idea of the Statue of Liberty, at the end of the world, that is so ties into Planet of the Apes. So that's what grabbed me, and that's what made me contemplate showing it. But what do you like about this? Are you a big Planet of the Apes fans, first of all?
Well, I did like the original movies, and of course, this is the iconic scene. With the Statue of Liberty. That's the way the first movie ended.
Right.
And so if you're a Planet of the Apes fan, this is the page you want. You want the page with the Statue of Liberty. You want the one with Charlton Heston and the girl on the horseback. That's the iconic thing. Well, the other reason I picked this was the artist is Alberto Giolitti.
Yeah, Giolitti. Yeah.
Yeah. Who is an Italian artist who did a lot of the gold key interiors. So back in the day, all the gold key comics had these beautiful painted covers.
Right.
And then you would open this inside, and inside you'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
Yeah, by some of the artists they had. But this is one artist who I thought, I never knew who he was, but I remember reading Turok, Son of Stone, and he was the artist on that, and I remember reading those books and saying at least they have a good artist on the interior of this book. And so later I found out who he was, and he was an artist that I would like to get something from. So I looked at this and said, this would be a beautiful page to get, not only from the Planet of the Apes imagery, but from the fact that this guy was such a great artist from back in the 60s. I'd love to get a page. Of course, I think it went a little bit higher than I anticipated, so sadly I missed out.
Oh, but did you even try to go for it?
Yes, I think I did. I don't remember what I bid, but it went for over 4K.
Oh, did it? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's not surprising because, like I said, it is the key page, right?
Yeah.
With the key content, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to find another Giolitti page that's not so iconic.
Yeah, but what I don't get though about this is that if this was the end of the movie, how come this is page 1 of the story?
It's a second movie.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
The first movie ended this way.
Yes.
Then,
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, and just for the record, everyone, it's Alberto Giolitti, penciler, but it's also Sergio Costa inking. And that's another I guess 2 Italians. So very cool, very nice. All right, there we go.
Marcus said he did not see it.
Sorry?
That Marcus said he did not see it.
Oh, he's probably talking about the movie.
Oh, the movie. Okay.
Or he did not see this while he was looking through the selections in the auction, probably.
Yeah.
What do you mean by it's a double A piece, though, Marcus? What does that mean? Double A piece? I don't know. You mean it's awesome? Like it's A plus? I don't know.
Awesome apes.
It's apes. It's apes.
You damn dirty apes. All right. Better than A. Yeah, so I was right. It's like an A plus. You know, it's better than an A. It's AA. Okay. Double A. Awesome. Look at Mark. There's a man after my own heart. Oh, that framing. Oh. And followed up immediately by Ilya saying, nice presentation package. Sorry, Ilya. I'm sticking with Mark on this one. But that's just me.
Well, you know, if I'd won it, I was gonna take it out the frame.
Okay, good. Thank God. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Oh gosh, that's funny. CJ, it definitely does not need a colored mat. That's what would make it even worse. Oh man, that's funny. Look at Ilya. Now he's trying to rub it in. Yeah, giving Starlin a run for the money. So funny. Marcus has attitude adjusted, really. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. So the next one tonight is my pick, and we go to. Yeah, I love this one. And yes, this is not an affordable piece. This is I don't know, 30 some odd $1,000 it went for. When I picked it, it was still at like $7,000 or something, though. So for me, this is all about Lois Lane and her fashion. I fell in love as soon as my eyes dropped onto this. I was like, okay, her hair is fabulous. Her dress and leather boots are doubly fabulous. I mean, come on. Like, that's one of the most beautiful, gorgeous looking Loises I've ever seen. Like, so fashionable and trendy looking. Just gorgeous. Come on. And then as a big bonus, I think, in my mind, it also doubles as a great and rare fourth wall breaking type cover, right? Where she's ripping off the word girlfriend from the title and slamming it down on the floor and telling Superman, like, get out of my magazine, Superman. I'm leaving Metropolis to start a new life. One that doesn't include you. I mean, that's awesome. And you could see the artwork on the first page. Well, it's drawn in. You're not really seeing through the cover, but yeah, you know what I mean. I think that's so much fun. Don't you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think is that what the first page looks like?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mickey. What did you say first?
I said I love the fact you say you're breaking that fourth wall by ripping that the title down. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. The stripes are hypnotic. Look at me trying to take over the. I'm taking over your job now, Mike. You have a large.
So is the first page of that comic look like that?
Well, I would assume so, but I never checked it. But you would have to assume so. That's I mean, that's the whole joke, right? That's for the reader to open up the cover, and I assume that's what that's what it would look like on the first page, you know? Yeah. Those boots are definitely made for walking. And yeah, what's up, West? It is absolutely great cover. So this one, by the way, this was my 10th piece, everybody. This was my last piece chosen because I saved it for my favorite. This was my favorite of all, the entire auction. This was my favorite piece in the auction. I wish I could afford it. I mean, I kind of can, but like, I just don't. I would never pay these kinds of prices just to own original artwork. Yeah, too much money for me. But I love it. So yeah, this one's a taker. Dig those go-go boots. And CJ, that's not necessarily true. It could have been 2 panels at the top and then a splash. Or it also could be a panel page. It wasn't always a single image page.
Yeah,
there were exceptions.
Yeah. I have splash pages where the first two are panel pages, then you have a 3/4 splash.
Yeah, exactly. So exactly, only one light source. There you go, Ilya. You notice how I was so into Lois, I never even did this. Like, I never even did this. Oh, let's take a look at Superman. I'm like, I don't even care about Superman being there. Like, oh, Superman's there?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't even notice, you know? Yeah. I'm like, what? Like, there we go. There we go. Look at that beautiful Lois. And by the way, for those of you who don't notice, it's the legendary Kurt Swan, Superman artist for like 30 years, penciling, and Neil Adams, the super hot guy of the time, inking. Yeah. So that's really cool. That's a nice.
It's what I call a super combination.
Yes, exactly. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Look at her dress, man. Come on. And the boots. Ah, God, I'd love to have that. Oh, well. Okay. All right. So, gentlemen, just so I can update you, we have hit now the official 30-piece mark that we had planned for initially, but we have 12 more. We're 2 hours and 34 minutes into it. Do you want to continue and show the last 12? That question's going out to you, Mike, and you, Mickey.
More, right?
Huh?
What's that?
You weren't paying attention. So we're at the end of the.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm fine.
So you're fine with it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. You, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we went pretty quick, so we got the extra time. All right. So let's do that then, everybody. So just so you all know, but Ruben, it's not Electric Superman. Exactly. Just so you all know, and by the way, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you. We got some new viewers that just popped in, like 6 new people who popped in. So thank you very much, especially all of you guys also on Rewind that are watching. Just so you know that we initially had planned to do 30 pieces total, so 10 for each of the 3 of us. For those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the show, I explained that since it's the first time I do a show like this, we had no idea how long it would take to go through the stuff. But we had no idea, how many pieces we should show. We selected 30 as opposed to the usual 20 of a usual collector show and tell. But clearly, I guessed correctly in thinking that this type of a show and tell would be faster. We would not have as many things to say about some of the pieces since we don't own them ourselves. And so well, I only chose 1 extra piece, but Mickey and Mike both chose anywhere from 4 to 6 or 7 extra pieces. So we got another dozen to go, and yeah, we're making great time. So why don't we go ahead? We'll continue, and we'll go on to the next piece. I don't know, Mickey and Mike, are you guys okay? You guys are both looking to your left at the same exact time. What's anything interesting happening?
Another screen.
Yeah, I'm just checking my other screen. That's
okay.
Yeah.
Ruben is the final boss. Oh, well, no. If they say they want to go, then I acquiesce and we close out the show. So I'm always and depending on what you guys in the chat say too, I always listen to you guys. You know me. If you guys want to stick around, I'll stick around. If you want to leave, we leave. That's it. But okay. So thank you, Karen, by the way, for taking over Nick's duties of telling everybody to hit that button, because I'm pretty sure nobody has bothered to even notice that I have a scrolling message on the ticker at the bottom telling or asking people to please help grow our hobby by clicking the thumbs up icon and leaving a comment when you're done watching our hobby. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. To all of you who have done that. I don't know how many likes we have, but I hope everybody who's watching has clicked it. If you haven't, can you please just click it right now? I'd really, really appreciate it. And what else did I also have here I wanted to say? Let me get rid of that ticker. Oh yeah, here, let's put this up for a little bit. Do you want to give your collection some shine? Reach out so we can do a show and tell together. Email me at rubenthecollector@gmail.com. So let me keep that up for a little bit. Well, actually, I'll probably have to take it down since it's covering up the artwork. But yeah. Yeah, everybody, if you're watching and you're enjoying watching this and you want to be a part of it, but from the studio and show your collection, yeah, man, hit me up at that email you see there scrolling by on your screen right now. I'd be happy to do a show and tell with you. It's a lot of fun. And okay, let's get rid of this. We'll just put the ticker back on there for the thumbs up and go to the next piece. So, all right, the next piece comes from a selection by Mike, and that is this, which I got something to say about this, but okay. Let's zoom in a bit first. Let's take out, okay, this is what I have to say something about, the first panel. But yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Actually, I didn't even notice that first panel. Oh, he's coming out of a car? Is that what that is?
A car split, a car split in two to reveal him. Like
right.
How
he was riding the motorcycle the whole time.
Yeah, inside. And how does the two halves of the car join together with the motorcycle in the way? Tell me that. Come on, that has to be the stupidest idea I've ever seen in comics ever.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Yeah,
but that middle panel, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, even this one,
I just like that middle panel.
It looks cool, but the idea is ridiculous. But it's beautifully drawn. It's executed nicely, you know.
Yeah, well, they didn't think any of it out. Like they should have hollowed out the car on that right.
But then check it out. Look at the bottom panel. But check it out. The car somehow magically, even though it can no longer be.
It's not magic.
Like
it's bat magic.
Yeah. Like check it out. Right there. The fact is, there's nothing holding the two halves together. So right now, it should have basically started to fall over, tip over, right? And somehow he races away, but both halves stay upright and join themselves back together. I gotta jump into the chat for this one. You can talk about what you liked about this. Go ahead and tell us a little bit.
It's bat magic.
Yeah, bat magic and bat magnet magic.
Oh my God.
I just like that middle cool bike in that center panel with Batman on it. That's what I liked.
Thank you for letting us know, Karen. 46 likes. Yay. Get me up to 50. 4 more likes. Just 4 of you who haven't done it, please. Appreciate it. Yeah, sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. Just Batman on the bike.
Okay.
I didn't even pay attention that he was hidden inside a car the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's my observational skills. I just saw Batman on the cool bike, and that was it. That was enough for me.
Okay. I'll go with Ilya and his comic book physics. That makes sense. David said, can't go past the Finch page. What's that, Mickey?
Who's the artist? David Finch?
David Finch and David Finch and your namesake, Danny Mickey.
Ah.
Yeah.
Great combination.
Yes. Karen says, it's Wayne Tech. Yeah, no, sorry. It's just stupid. But that's okay. You know, not every idea is a good idea. And you will believe a man can fly. I can definitely believe that, but a lot more than I can believe this. Let's just say that. Timothy Finney! Arigato-san! Yes. What's up, Timothy? Good to see you, sir. Been a while. And magnets, he says. I don't know, man. I'm not buying it. I'll go with the comic book. I'll go with the comic book physics that Ilya went with. Lucius Fox Magic. I'll go with Magic too. I'll go with Magic if you want. Black Bat Magic. A Trojan car, essentially. Magic Bat Magnets. Yeah. Now I'll stick with stupid. This one just takes the cake for me. So. Sorry, whoever wrote the book. I'm sorry.
But Ruben, art-wise, is a great page.
Yeah. Oh no, and this is what I said. It's beautifully executed. I'm not shitting on the artwork itself. I'm shitting on the idea of it. You know, just the idea. Whoever thought that up, no offense, but that's stupid. Come on. Like I can suspend my disbelief like anybody else, but like, come on. There's a certain point you just don't cross, and this was crossed. You know, but whatever. That's fine. fun to look at. Fun page to look at for sure. So that's fine. Okay, let us go on to the next piece. And for that, I believe that we go to my only extra piece. Oh no, this is Mickey. Okay, I'm done. Now we're hitting. Oh yeah, mine is the next one. This is yours, Mickey. This is the Kit Carson Cowboy Picture Library cover from 1959 by Jordi Penalva.
Yeah, I actually bet and won this one.
Oh, you won it.
I won this one. Yeah. I just thought it was a very, very well executed cover. I mean, I used to read a lot of Westerns back when I was a kid. So this was like a very nostalgic pick for me. And and I just, I thought this, I just love the whole, everything about this cover. I love the colors. I love the composition. And so I went, yeah, I'm going to go for it. And I got it.
Yeah. And well, congratulations, first of all. It clearly it didn't bother you that the edges are cracked open.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to frame it and frame that over, or maybe take it to restore and do something with it. But
yeah. I think if you mat that top part out, I think you'd be okay. But again, you want to make sure that if that happens, that it's stable, right? So that it doesn't break off or whatever, right? Yeah. So as long as you do that, it should be fine. Yeah, very cool. And these types of covers, these British covers from the 1950s, they tend to go for a steal usually. Was this a cheap one as well?
Yeah, I believe it was under 1,000.
Yeah,
100, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's affordable. Yeah. I mean, you're getting something from the golden age for like what is really a pittance, Yeah. So it's again value for the money. What I talk about all the time. It's a, if you broaden your horizons and your interests, you can get a lot of nice art for really affordable prices. So excellent. Okay. And all right. So somebody's Rickster is congratulating you. And it's a nice Western scene. And Marcus says, it's no Starlin piece.
I agree. It's no Starlin piece.
All right. Okay, so now I think my last piece, my one extra piece that I chose comes up. And that would be, yes, I decided to throw in one for those of you who like the super expensive, big name superhero artist guys. So John Byrne from his classic run on Cap. And I got to tell you, I was actually shocked at how much this sold for. I didn't realize that the pages that he did that were only pencils and not inked, I didn't know that they were so sought after that they sold. Like there's another one that sold that was pencils and inks, and that one went for 12,000, I believe, and this one went for 36, 3 times as much. So very interesting, though. It's great to see those early 80s John Byrne pencil. It's funny when you look at it now how cartoony his figures were. Like when you see how he draws this guy, right? They look very cartoony-ish. And but really nice stuff. It's always just nice to see the pencils untouched like this. Especially from what, I believe 1981, yeah. That's not a great looking Cap face though, I gotta say. But yeah. Let me get the last one. That's a nice last panel. Yeah, expensive as all hell though. Definitely not for me. But congratulations to whoever won it. There we go. All right. So that's definitely my last one of the evening from now on. The next, I think there's 9 left. And these last few are alternating between Mike and Mickey. Both of their picks. All right. So let's go to the next one. And that's Mike's. Carol, you must stop with the caffeine and nicotine. Get real. You never lived in Detroit. All right. So I read it for those of you who can't see the writing.
Yeah, thanks, because I am illiterate. But yeah, it's just a great Crumb figurative piece, and that's really why I picked it. Just that figure on the right there.
It's so bizarre.
That's all it takes.
That's all it takes. So bizarre. Well, that's it, everybody. Let's move on to the next piece. That's all it was, right? Like you were so fast with that, Mike.
That's it.
That you were so fast that we finished with it and could have moved on to the next piece before the first comment showed through because of the 10-second YouTube delay.
Right, but and then again, when I picked it, it was under $1,000 for a Crumb figure. So
cool.
That's what sealed it for me.
Thanks, Karen. I appreciate you letting me know. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, all of you who hit the likes. All 50 of you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you. Awesome. Your cup of coffee, Rick. Crumb lips, distinctive. Yeah, all his faces. I mean, his style in general is incredibly distinctive. You know, Crumb placemat art on a napkin. Is it on a napkin? I don't think so.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, it doesn't seem so. It looks like
some kind of square paper.
Yeah.
Cool. Very nice. Interesting choice there, Mike. As always, that I expect from you. It's always good to have some Crumb. Why not? The underground. No. I mean, it's cool. Like I said, no, I like variety. I really do. So it's great. And that's why, listen, I wouldn't ask you to do this kind of stuff with me if I didn't like the stuff that you like. So
yeah, I mean, Crumb is a great artist. I mean, I admire his work. I mean, I've read Crumb. He's out of my collecting range. So I'll never own a Crumb page, but it's nice to see this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. No, I there's tons of art that I love, but doesn't mean I want to collect it, but it doesn't mean I don't love it just because I don't collect it, right? I love tons of stuff. Yeah. It's great to live. It's great to be able to live vicariously as a collector through other collectors' collections, you know? That's how I see it anyways. Okay, so excellent. CJ liked the pick, so that's good. Okay. All right, so next one, we go to Mickey's pick, and that is this one. It's from Justice Society of America, number 19. This is when did it start again, Mickey? 2007? Was that the one?
Yeah. Something around that time.
Yeah. By Canadian Dale Eaglesham and inked by Nathan Massengill.
Well, I mean, the reason I picked this is because I really love Eaglesham pencils, and I really think his art's really good. And this one has all the entire Justice Society people that you would want.
Right.
You know, and it's, I don't remember what was happening in this particular issue, and you know, and why they're facing off against the Hawk guys, but it's just a tremendous double page splash that I think that, you know, would be nice to own. And
yeah, you didn't go after it though?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Yeah, I was too focused on other stuff, so I let it go by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's definitely something that I wouldn't mind picking up, you know.
Yeah.
But so I didn't even check to see how much it went for.
I think I saw it. I think it was like in the upper teens.
Okay.
That's what I remember, but I could be wrong. That may have been before it ended. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's really beautiful. And my God, more figures than you can shake a stick at, you know. Not only do you get all these great Justice Society members, but God, all the villains on the other side facing off. It's pretty fantastic. I mean, again, DC provides so much unbelievable value compared to Marvel, man.
Yeah, it went for $13.20.
Wow, $13.20. Wow.
Yeah, that's a bargain.
My God, that is that's dirt cheap compared to, you know, if this was, I don't know, let's say, what's the equivalent Marvel team? I don't know, something close would be like Avengers or something.
Avengers,
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, Avengers.
You know, imagine like that would be so many thousands.
Yeah.
You know, My gosh, $1,300. I mean, it's just
yeah. Unfortunately, this auction goes alphabetically, so Eaglesham came up a little bit, early in the auction, so I didn't want to spend too much money yet. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. You gotta keep your powder dry sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally get you. Okay, beautiful. Great pick.
But my friend Peter, who likes JSA, Peter Rowe, I'm sure he would have loved this page.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe he went after it then.
Maybe he won it, hopefully.
Yeah. Excellent. Eaglesham's amazing penciler. Yeah. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Great pick, Mickey. Let's go to the next one. And for that. Oh, there is one more for me. I'm sorry. There is one more. Okay, I'm sorry, everybody. So I think what it is that I was going to cut this one out, but then I thought when I was putting all your guys as extras, I figured, okay, I'll leave it in. So this I didn't want to show because of McFarlane. I don't really care about that. I really just wanted to show this because I do love, these DC characters that I really want to read. I haven't read Infinity Inc. other than a couple of issues. So I've always wanted to read this series. But I loved house ads in the 80s. That was that was my era. So growing up, and they made, Marvel and DC made such an effort to promote their own books from within with their own full page house ads. It was such a magical time for that. And those full page ads got me to try so many new series, and so I just think it's embarrassing that, over the last generation, they stopped doing that, or they do it, but they only do it for the biggest books that they're trying to hype up with Jim Lee or whoever, but generally speaking, they won't do it. But yeah, house ads. And then from an art perspective, from an original art perspective, I always thought how cool that they're very rare. They're very, very rare. And unfortunately, if it wasn't for the fact that they were so rare, I would have tried collecting them. I wanted to try collecting them. I thought it would have been a cool little subset to collect. But, back in the old days, especially, they didn't come up. One would come up and then another one wouldn't come up for years, literally. And so I figured, yeah, it's going to be too frustrating for me. That's like probably number 2 on the list of most frustrating things to try doing in this hobby, right after trying to complete books, trying to put books back together. That takes the cake, number 1, as the most frustrating thing. And yeah, trying to collect, all the house ads. Yeah, that would have been number 2. But yeah, take a quick close look here for anybody who wants to see the McFarlane, the Zuniga art. And yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun. And I remember seeing this ad thinking, oh man, I want to try that. It looks so cool. The only reason I didn't is because I didn't have enough money to buy this book, but otherwise I would have.
Yeah,
but yeah,
those house ads are incredible.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind having art from some of those, but they tend to go high.
Yeah, exactly. But that's because people remember them fondly, and there are not too many of them, really, right?
Right.
You remember the ones they did? Like they did at least 2 of them. Bill Sienkiewicz did 2 of them for Power Man and Iron Fist. You remember those?
No.
Iron Fist. He's got Iron Fist going like this, like, psst. Yeah. Cage isn't here right now.
Yeah.
He tells me, like, he told me that not enough of you are buying our book, and if you don't buy our book, he's gonna get real mad. And when he gets mad, he breaks things. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
I think I remember that now. Yeah.
And then they did, and then Sienkiewicz did another one for Cage, and Cage is pissed. And they're beautiful. I mean, wow, I would love to have that stuff. So excellent. Okay. So there we go. Oh, and yeah, a good point, Marcus. I don't know if Mike put it up there, but corner box art also pretty rare, also a fun subset to collect. Unfortunately, just like Mickey just said, that stuff is way too expensive. Also, you guys have seen all those Hulk corner boxes from $293 to $300. They did a different corner box on each issue, which shows the Hulk going from, I guess, Banner to Hulk. It's a transformation. And each one of those is selling for between like $2,500 to like $3,500. And they're tiny little things, So, and another fun, Timothy says the right thing. Another fun subset to collect, those Hostess fruit pie ads. Those are fun too, but also I would love to get them, but they're way too expensive for me. I don't want to put that much money into those things. You know, they're fun to have just for fun, but too much money for me. Some fun ones in this auction, by the way. Yeah, they had some good ones for sure. So, okay, thank you very much for indulging me, everybody. Let us move on. And the next piece is going to Mike. And that is the Ninja Turtles. It's from a comic book called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Armageddon Game. It's the 6th issue, and it's from a couple of years ago, 2022. By Kevin Eastman. Why'd you pick this one, Mike?
Basically, it looked affordable again at the time when I was looking. It's a Turtles cover by Eastman, which I think as a turtle collector, you're going to want something by one of the co-creators.
Yeah. And
that was it. Plus, it looks cool. I like it. Nice and dark. That's it. I mean, in today's world of like so much light and nobody's inking anything, let the background be filled in by the colorist or Photoshop something in there. Having a fully inked page I think it's a rarity, and it's very cool nowadays.
No, I agree. I think it's very, very cool. Karen agrees too. Yeah, and I'm assuming that Shredder back there. Okay, he looks a little bit different, but I can't tell. Oh, I see. Oh my God. You know what I just realized? Oh my God. I can't believe he's facing us. I was looking at Shredder. Oh my God. I thought his head was looking to the right side of the page. Do you see what I'm seeing? I'm seeing a side view.
No.
You don't see it? Okay, I guess once you see if you start seeing it properly, you probably can't see it the other way. Just like when I saw it the wrong way, I couldn't see it the right way. But I see like a mouth and a chin there, sideways. And I was like, okay, it's looking a bit weird. But anyways, okay, now I suddenly saw that he's facing us. Okay, yeah, Shredder. And that's what's
it's his profile.
Yeah, and what's the
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think I see what you're saying.
Splinter.
Yeah.
Splinter. Okay, Splinter, yeah. But anyways, whatever. It's one of those things, you see it wrong the first time. That's the first, you see the wrong thing and your eyes focus on the wrong thing and it still looks like it's something.
Yeah.
And then it's hard to see the other way, Yeah, this is a whole shell, not a half. Nice. It's not Shredder, it's Tyler Turner. Who the hell's Tyler Turner?
God, I don't know.
I haven't read Turtles since about issue, 17 or 18. So I don't know. I dropped them off back then. But thank you for the dropping the knowledge. If you're being serious, Dan, because I have no idea who that is. And Karen wants to say that she likes the black background and how the characters pop. Yeah, they're popping and locking. The breakdance music. Yeah, I heard the Turtles like to pop and lock. Okay, excellent. It's incredible. Nice. And the disrespect for Tyler T. There's no disrespect. I'm just saying, I don't know who that is. Is he? I mean, you're saying it's not Shredder, it's Tyler Turner. Okay, I guess you have to be a longtime reader of Turtles to know who Tyler Turner is. I don't remember him from the first 17 issues before I stopped. So that's all I'm saying. And if he was in there, well, it's been 40 years since I stopped reading them. So that's why I would have forgotten. So there you go. T squared. What's up, Jeff? All right. We'll go to the next piece, everyone. And we will go from there to Tyler Turner is a fellow collector, says Jeff. Oh, Tyler's last name is Turner? Okay. I don't know. I don't get the joke and why that would be Tyler Turner, but okay, let's move on. So yes, the next piece here
maybe it's his avatar.
Mickey's. Oh yeah, it's Mickey's. Here we go. This is the Hannah Dundee early character design of Hannah Dundee. by Mark Schultz that he did in 1985, so a few years before the Xenozoic Tales started being published.
Yes. And I did not bid enough on this one, but it's lovely to see a design, a design piece.
Yeah.
And to see, what his concept of what she was before he started to actually draw her in the comic.
Yeah.
And I really would have loved to have this piece. I just didn't bid enough.
Yeah. How much did it end up going for?
It only went for just over $2,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think a bit more.
Yeah, concept sketches tend to not go for much, because people don't relate. The characters always look different enough that they're like, yeah, it's cool to look at, but I don't need to own it for that much money, Yeah. But as a piece of history of Xenozoic Tales, yeah, it's fabulous, and I think very affordable for $2,000,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, little regret in that one.
Yeah, and this was on my.
Sorry, Mike.
This was on my short list too, but when I was narrowing it down, I took it off.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Rick says, Hannah Dundee is greater than Mick Dundee. Is that a wrestler? Or is that the guy from Crocodile Dundee?
Crocodile Dundee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go. David.
Yeah.
Of course, David in Australia knows all about Crocodile Dundee. Absolutely. Look at that. Timothy says, it's got vibes of Valkyrie from Airboy.
It does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Speaking of Valkyrie from Airboy, if you guys like her, if anybody likes her, a couple of weeks from now, I will be doing another sales show with our buddy Hart. I will be helping him putting on a sales show. And he's got a page of Airboy that features Valkyrie, and it's really cool. So I noticed that. I was like, okay, I kind of maybe want to buy it. So I don't know if it'll make it to the show, but we'll see. Yeah, what a waste. And great lighting from One Direction. Yes, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, for sure. All right. So next piece, everybody, let us move on from here. We go back to Mike's piece. And that is another Omaha. See, that's why he's a man after my own heart. Omaha the Cat Dancer. And this is really great. This is button art. As you can see, the copy of the button right there at the top. I will zoom in so you can get a better look at what the button basically would have looked like. Right? So that's what those buttons that you pin on yourself, on your clothing, your jacket or whatever. And what's so cool about it is that's really early. It's like, this is from way before even Kitchen Sink Press took over the series. This is 1983. And here's the artwork for it, everyone, which I think is fabulous. 1983 by Reed Waller. Man, I love Omaha. Can't wait until I have some time to start doing more reading, man. I want to read it from start to finish in in a week or something. Oh, man. Yeah.
Again, I picked it. I don't own any Reed Waller or Omaha original art or pages, so this would be a great quote unquote entry level page if you wanted something published.
Yeah,
this is a great piece.
Entry level piece of Omaha art. Yeah. No, it's good. Do you know what it ended up selling for in the end? Have you checked?
No, I have no idea any of this.
No worries. No, very fun though. I love Omaha, and I wish I could afford to collect everything I liked, man. Yeah. I mean, but I'm happy. At least I still have a couple of Omaha pieces. I got a cover and a splash, so I can't complain. All right, excellent.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and button art definitely rarer than corner box art, Marcus. On the other hand, because it's more of an esoteric product, it would have less interest to be collected also. But on the other hand, that's what would make it more affordable. Then again, I haven't seen the price it sold for, so who knows what the heck. Maybe it went for a lot more money than I expected to. So, all right, let us move on, everybody. We're almost done, everybody. Hang in there. I think there's only 2 or 3 pieces. So the next piece here is... Oh, sorry. Wanted to show you this too. Yeah, just so because it came with this. It came with the color for it that was done on a sheet of very thin vellum. There you go. Oh yeah, there you go. And yeah, next piece. Of course, this is a Mickey piece. This is when I see stuff like this, I think, oh, Mickey. This is in Mickey's collection.
No, I did not buy it because I was going to bid on the other one.
Okay.
I won. So I passed up on this one.
You passed on this one, okay.
Yeah. I decided I was going to have one of the two, and I decided, well, I'm going to pass on this one, and because I like the other one more. So
yeah.
But you know, it's from the same genre, same different artist. This was Walt Haworth.
Yeah, Walt Haworth, yeah.
Yeah, who is also known for his Western art, and so well executed cover. But,
yes.
But I prefer the other one, so I let this one go.
Okay.
It ended up at around $800, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, $960 with the
okay.
bid. Yeah.
Still below $1,000, you know.
Yeah.
Below $1,000, and once again, everybody, for your information, this cover is from 1955. Like literally preceding the entirety of the Marvel Universe by 6 years, you know? So when we talk about value for your dollar, I mean, it doesn't get that much more vintage than 1955, painted cover. Yeah, and the fact that it's Western, and since Western has been, the Western genre has been out of favor for so many decades, it's really affordable. Now, having said that, I will say, I'm really upset at how expensive the Marvel Western. A lot of the Marvel Western art, I find it way overpriced. Particularly covers, just because it's a cover. If it's a cover by Gil Kane, especially, or something, you know, from the 70s, people will still pay like $5,000 for some nice ones, you know. So those are the only exceptions to the Western art, you know. Other than Marvel comic book covers, Western. If you love Western art in comics, you can get a lot of it like this, very affordably. So,
yeah. In fact, they had a lot of Western art in this auction. I didn't really check it closely to see how it went, but the Marvel Western art. But
right,
yeah,
they had more. I know. I me too. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through everything later and see what everything went for.
But I did pick up a few Western pages from the Hakes auction.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Like from what? From this same era?
No, from the 60s.
Okay.
Marvel Western.
Oh, Marvel. Okay.
Yeah, Marvel Western, early 60s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it like Dick Ayers or Larry Lieber type stuff?
Oh man, I can't remember now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just nice looking, cheap.
I think it was
affordable.
Jack Keller, if I
okay.
correctly. Jack Keller was
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I'm sure it was fairly affordable, right?
Yeah, it was very affordable.
Yeah. Oh, that's good, man. But more bang for your buck. So I'm always a fan of that for sure, you know. Excellent. Okay, so let us move on to the next piece. It's either the last or the second to last piece, everybody. And for that, we go to Star Wars Weekly. You know, come to think of it, we have a few more pieces, but these are the last few from Mickey. So Star Wars.
The reason I picked this, the artist is Howard Bender.
Yeah.
Who,
with the Zuniga.
I don't think he did a lot of comic art, but I always liked him. I always liked the stuff he did.
Yeah.
And I think the UK covers generally go cheaper than the Marvel covers.
Right.
And because they're for reprints. So if you're looking for a good Marvel cover, you can go to the UK's and get one that's cheaper than you can get one from the that's actually published in the US. And so I think this is like, if you're bargain hunting, going after UK covers is one way to get a good Star Wars cover and not pay an exorbitant price. That being said, I think this went for a goodly sum. Unfortunately,
I thought this one went for over $5,000 or something.
Yeah, I think I got it here somewhere.
Yeah, because see, the thing is that even these UK ones tend to go for several $1,000s now, because the American ones go for like into the tens of thousands now.
Right.
So
yeah, it didn't go as cheap as I thought it would go, but
okay, how much was it then?
I can't find the price.
Can't see, no, but I think it was something like 5 or 6 or something like that. Yeah. So the thing is, it's all relative. I mean, compared to the Star Wars from Marvel, yeah, it's very cheap, but there was a time 20 years ago when these covers were between $250 to $350 a piece.
Right.
Yeah, you remember that, and nobody wanted them really, So yeah, it's all relative,
Yeah, I mean, it's like the Marvel Tales cover from Spider-Man. Back in the day, nobody wanted those covers, or the Marvel Greatest Comics when they actually did new covers for them. Nobody wanted those. They always wanted the ones from the original series.
Yeah.
Now you can't touch those covers.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was thinking of a different one. This one went for $19.2 thousand.
I thought it went for a high price. I just couldn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insanity. For these things, these things used to be a couple of hundred. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 20 grand. That's incredible. Wow. Yeah, Star Wars art is hot no matter what. It's everybody, they'll pay up, and people sort of broke away. As the hobby grew, a lot more people came into it. Finally, there were people who had, who were more sensible in their thinking of saying like, okay, yeah, so what? Yes, I get it. It's not the ones that we collected here in the States, but it's still original art. It's still the same characters you love, right? It's still the same property, and it's a lot cheaper, Yeah. Yeah. And so more people like that started coming into the hobby and buying it all, and eventually it did finally start going up in price. So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it might be. So you might have missed the boat on the UK covers.
Sorry, say again, Mickey.
I said we might have missed the boat on the UK covers now. It's probably too late to go after them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I agree. Yeah, a lot of stuff, Karen, for sure. Have a good night. And Jeff says, Star Wars is out of my budget now. Well, except for the contemporary new stuff. That's not out of your budget, Jeff. You can still keep buying that. But okay, let me see. Was that the last piece, everybody? I think that was the last piece. Let me see. No. Oh, we got this one. Superman Man of Steel, 127, page 2-3. Did you end up getting this, Mickey?
No, I did not. I just thought I love this image. And I actually thought about going after it. I thought it was a nice double page splash, and I probably should have gone after it, but I already was bitten on too many other things, so I decided to let it go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can't have it all as usual,
Yeah, I know it only went for $480.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. You see that again. There you go. If you don't love only X-Men or Spider-Man, and you have a wide variety of loves for different characters from both Marvel and DC, I mean, you can still get stuff that's really gives you, especially if you're a character collector, which most of us really are. We get pieces with our favorite characters. You can still get really cool stuff for cheap. I mean, wow, 400
a double page splash with Superman on it from it's just for $500, that's a cheap price.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all the word balloons.
Yeah, no, for sure, absolutely. It's I keep saying it. Marcus, what did he say? Or the Turkish bootlegs? What? Oh, they're talking about the Brazilian Star Wars covers. Okay. Jewish Dragons, what's up, brother? Making me feel about being a tracker. Exactly. Much cheaper. Or okay, Han Bolo and Stubaka. The bootlegs. That's so funny. But all right, let me do this, everybody. that was the last piece in our showcase, show and tell. And Karen, you missed only one piece, so you stuck around long enough, except for one. Yeah, man, that was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you, first of all, for agreeing to do this. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. You know, as our first time doing kind of like a review of the art of an auction, I think it went well. It ultimately did go, you know, whatever, a little over the 3 hours, 3 hours, 18 minutes or whatever. But then again, we did show 42 pieces. You know,
yeah, we went over the limit, but that was fine. Yeah.
So ultimately, look, it was a little over 2.5 hours when we finished the 30 pieces. So, you know, that's good. Yeah, and I think, you know, in the future, you know, if people like that, I'll see what the views get over the next week on the video by the Rewind watchers, and yeah, we'll see if there's any, you know, comments left down below. We'll see if anybody paid any attention to this message scrolling by on the ticker here, and not only hit thumbs up, but maybe leaves a comment at the bottom when they're gone. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what the feedback is like in that sense. Oh, you're still you're still here making beds. How the hell are you making a bed for the kids? Oh, I see. Right, I know how. Okay, right, because you were watching on the TV. You said before. All right, I got it. Yeah, so you got to the end, Karen. Wow, you saw all the pieces. Awesome, good for you, because you stayed longer than you usually do. Half an hour, roughly, longer than you usually do. But yeah, we'll see about doing it in the future. If we'll see what people say. If anybody gives feedback, because I'm considering doing this again, just like we did it tonight, similar style. But I'm also considering doing one that the other people do, where it's like, okay, let's just talk about this. Let's on the Heritage website, let's say, or Comic Link, for example. And okay, what do you think about this? Oh, you like this piece? Yeah, cool. Oh, yeah. What do you think about the price? Blah blah blah. But keeping the selections only to the you know 10,000 and less, let's say, something like that. Stuff that more people can afford. I don't know. So I'm throwing these ideas out. You know, because we you know, Mickey and Mike and I talked about this privately about how should we do it tonight, you know, and so that's the thing. So I'm willing to do the usual style, you know, Heritage auction recap, Comic Link recap, you know, but with those changes I was saying, where like I'm not going to I have no interest in focusing on, you know, all these 5 and 6 figure priced pieces. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So if we look at prices more and stuff, we would put a limit. I would put it at a limit and show pieces that people can afford, or more people can afford. You know.
Correct.
Oh, thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. I could join you on a future show like this if you want. Karen, you know, I told you I would have you on any show you wanted. It's hard enough to have. And listen, the first anniversary. The 1 year anniversary of your first appearance of your show and tell on this channel is coming up next month, and you still haven't made a second appearance. So I would hit the brakes on doing an episode like this, be on an episode like this, because there's plenty of episodes you could have been on by now. But whatever, we'll talk. All right, we'll talk. We'd love to have you though. Let us submit auction suggestions to you. Well, listen, Ilya, I say it all the time. Do it now in the chat, or even better than the chat, actually, in the comments below, because that stays there, right? In the chat, if you do suggestions in the live chat, the only way for me to see them is I'd have to, you know, watch everything, every show all over again, and to read the chat, you know. But if you just drop comments down below in the comment section, that's the best thing. That way it stays there and it doesn't go anywhere. I can always go back and refer to it and see it. So yeah, submit whatever suggestions that way. I've always asked suggestions, but just nobody really gives me them, to be honest. It's very rare that people suggest that I do this show or that show or do it this way or that way. So Jewish Dragon says it's a nice recap of the auctions, which dovetails with Bill's preview show. Okay, there you go. What's up, Comic Art Channel? I shouted you out at the beginning. Maybe you want to go look at that. I gave you some credit for the style that you and Yo Curry use to do your heritage recaps. Anyways, you'll have to go to the first half hour somewhere in there. But thank you. Good to see you, Jason. And the auction's still going? What? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I can't take that. Next Starman, an auction to be discussed. What's up, Karen? I suggested you all wear vests, but was ignored. Rewind text Ruben. No, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Anytime you look at 42 pieces, it's a good show. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's it. So everybody, if you want to tell me, like, if you want to do standard, I won't do standard, just FYI. The standard heritage recap or comic link recap, like where I'm just going to pick the most expensive pieces, I won't do that. I'm not interested in reviewing these pieces like are way out of my price range. It just, yeah, I have no interest. So if I do something like that, it would be with a price limit, probably, like I said, 10 grand and below, something like that. Otherwise, maybe at the next one, maybe we'll do another one just like tonight where it's, on a picture viewer, and we just rifle through the way we did now, and just to talk about the artwork, or and talk about the prices in passing, kind of thing. But yeah, whatever you guys want. Like I said, I'm always willing to listen. So leave me comments if you want to take the chance to the time to leave me a comment down below. I would appreciate that. For any of you who has not hit the like button yet, can you please, Jason, you just got in. Before you leave, please hit me the like button. Get me to 51 if you can. So that's it, everybody. Before you all go, there is, for the first time in probably what feels like at least 2 months, I actually have a thing to show you, a thumbnail. Price doesn't define the greatness of the art. Exactly. That's the whole point why we wanted to do it this way. Exactly, Karen. I have a thumbnail to show you for next week. And like I said early at the top of the show, finally got my friend Ronald Shepard to come on. And here he is. There's that lovely gentleman, Ron Shepard. And that is going to be for Comic Art Show and Tell number 40. I really love that katana piece, by the way. So I'm hoping to show that one during the show. Yeah, so Ronald is strictly a unpublished art buyer. So for those of you who are not into that, I hope you'll still come by and stick around and, open your eyes and ears and be willing to just listen. And if for no other reason than just to meet another comic art collector and get to know him a little better. He's such a nice guy and really funny dude too. So I would really appreciate that. And don't forget that the week after that, not only am I doing a sales show with Heart, but it will be a double dose of sales shows. I will be doing one on Saturday. Okay, that's 2 weeks from now, remember. So don't worry, I'll be scheduling the show on YouTube shortly. But that'll be 2 weeks from now. It'll be Saturday at noon Eastern. So 9 in the morning Pacific, noon Eastern, 6 o'clock Europe, 5 o'clock UK, midnight for most of Asia. Unfortunately, 4 in the morning for you, David, in Australia. But we wanted to get one show that could cover most of the time zones. And then we are going to also do a second show at my usual time, Sunday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. So it'll be 2 sales shows, one on Saturday, one on Sunday. But that's 2 weeks from now. For now, next week, it is this one with Ronald Shepard. So, comment I just did. FYI, Omaha the Cat Dancer art section is going on. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, well. Oh, well. It's okay. Whatever. I shouldn't be spending the art anyways. Thank you, man. Maki Boo Boo came in late. Came back. Awesome. And looking forward to Ron. Good. I'm looking forward to having you here. I really appreciate that. Ronald needs to show the ring. You know what? He gave me this picture, and his hands are in the picture, but This picture was taken at a restaurant, and his hands and arms are on a table. And it would have taken forever for me to digitally erase the table. So I was like, you know what? No, the only way I can use this picture is if I crop your hands out. So that's why you don't see his beautiful jewelry. And Marcus says that price defines how I can't afford greatness. That's a great follow-up to Karen's comment. I love that. And he needs to show the ring during the show, you mean? Okay, yeah, ask him to show the bling if he doesn't, if he's not already flashing it, swinging it around while he's here, you know. That's it. But yeah, that's it. So thank you, everybody. You know who you are, you regulars who never fail to be here every week upon week. I really appreciate it. I can't thank you enough. And for those of you who are here once in a while, I appreciate you just as much. So thank you as well. And his Thanos ring, right? Good night, Rick. Thank you very much. And yeah, please don't forget Nikki B's show. Check it out Friday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. And then yeah, back here next week to see Ron Shepard show and tell. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. Guys, stick with me for a second, will you?
Sure.
Thank you. While we get out of here. All right. Thanks, everybody. Peace and go blue.